1-to-1 mirror of me. Just a different part, like just a me in a different life.
I like it. Peter, if you had the ability, do you think you'd make millions on OnlyFans?
Fuck
Like
no.
in the real world?
Absolutely
No? Why
not.
not? Just not your prerogative or what?
Just not. Yeah. Just
But
doesn't.
playing it in like a simulated reality is more than okay.
Oh yeah, totally.
I would do it in an instant.
Chris, I know you would. There's a reason why I didn't ask you that question. Chris is like, what? Monetary exploitation of my body?
Like,
Yes.
I'm really comfortable
Free
with
money?
I'm really comfortable with like putting myself out there on the internet, obviously. But that's a different level of like I just
Bro,
like
it's such free money.
I
Blur
get
your
it.
face out.
But that's the thing. I hate being naked though.
Dude, use an AI to fucking replace your face and your voice, and then just perform the actions, and then make buku bucks.
Being a VTuber?
Yeah, essentially. That's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Somebody
No,
pays
it's
for
literally
that,
the
right?
exact same thing. That's literally what you're describing.
Yeah,
somebody-
like did you hear about that fucking? There was like an OnlyFans chick who literally has an AI like model of her own personality. You can pay like $1 a minute or something to like converse with it or some shit. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's taking parasocial relationships to the next level.
Yeah, no thanks, man. That's fact.
Same. Agreed.
Why is all this armor so expensive?
That's what I'm fucking saying. And I only get 1 armor upgrade for my second skin. Are you, like, if I can't buy new armor, let me upgrade it at least. But
Wait.
even then, fuck me.
We need to make more money
religious symbols
quick.
have
Yeah, we do.
religious symbols have no weight, and they cost 2. I could buy 150 religious symbols and just carry them on me.
What are religious symbols? Are they like little like medals or something? So you have like a you have like a big ass necklace, like a huge
God.
ass necklace. You like fucking like you rattle like that as you like walk around. You guys know that fucking rapper? I always forget his name, but he has like the big ass clock, and he's like, "Yeah, boy."
Oh, wait, no, I know exactly what
What
to
the fuck
get.
is his name? You guys know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No. Okay. Cool. I always forget his name though.
Flav.
Yeah,
Flavor
Flavor Flav.
Flav.
Yeah, dude, I'd imagine that's what like Taming's character is trying to assimilate, but it's like all just like religious like medals and stuff. He's like, yeah, boy. Okay, what am I looking at? Okay.
Guns are too expensive too. Like, I'm just
Dude,
gonna
like
save
I
my
said,
money.
everything's expensive. What the fuck is this? A post-capitalist future? God.
Maybe it's not expensive. Maybe we're just poor.
No, that can't be it. We just got paid. Fucking 40%.
No, dude, we just got grifted. We just got fucking grifted is what happened.
Our capitalist overlords.
Dude, and the best
Freaking,
part is, the best part is like Chris was hinting at the entire time. Tammy, that's a good song. I'm gonna have to listen to it later, though. And Chris was hinting at the whole time. He's like, "Are you guys sure you don't want to pay back the guy who gave you the job?" And we're like, "I don't think we have a choice. We have to pay the company." And Chris is like, "But are you sure you don't want to pay it back?" And we're like, "No, we're gonna pay the company." He's like, "All right, tariffs. Fuck you."
Look, man.
Just laughing the shit out of us.
Damned
dude.
if we did, damned if we didn't. We were fucked no
That
matter
was
what.
my thought. Yeah, Chris, was there a correct route out of that? Like, we received 50% of the money.
He can't
so we can
tell
only
us
pay back
that.
one person. No, but
I can-
I mean, he can because we've already made the decision, right? Like, how's that going to affect it?
I feel
Right?
like there's still more to be unraveled from that decision that we have not
Okay.
fulfilled
Okay,
yet.
yeah, then don't
Right.
tell us. Then don't tell us. But if you can't, I feel like Chris probably is aware of the fact that like I don't want him to spoil things. But you know, if he can retroactively tell us stuff, then like I don't think that there's a problem in it.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I just think we have not seen this through yet.
If there is something that might indict it, yeah, then don't tell us.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I will reveal all at campaign's end and/or TPK.
There you go. See? We won't know until I accidentally kill everybody.
What do you mean, you?
Yeah.
That's the twist, Taming.
Yeah.
What does TPK mean?
Total
Total
party
party kill.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, what they say.
I have a question about something I can buy. So it's a prosthetic limb, and it specifies arm, hand, or leg and foot. But can it
No,
be?
no, 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 no.
Third leg, dude. Same thing.
Question answered.
It's okay. Tripod mode activate.
God, that's funny.
God.
Gives him like increased range to fire.
Whoa!
Like steady.
Dude, hideaway limbs are kind of dope, actually.
Come on, it's kind of hilarious.
Super funny.
Oh, hooliganry. I love it.
Gives him a passive steady aim ability.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, increases effectiveness of weapons up to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
10
yeah.
feet or something. I can totally see it.
God damn it.
It's fucking hilarious.
Maybe I can upgrade my phone? Maybe a little cute little phone upgrade?
I think I'm just gonna save Alan's cash. Is anyone else still shopping?
I haven't even
Shopping,
started
but it's
shopping.
not likely.
I'm gonna apologize. I need to find a stellar revelation before I find anything in the weapons stuff. So I'm not even looking at it yet.
So who wants to play an ARAM?
God damn it!
I'm ready to go
Dude,
whenever,
best part is, I did like 2 sit-down sessions of like an hour or 2, like sitting down, fucking grinding through this shit before the session. Like, this was not me being unprepared. This is me just being overburdened. Like, I actually just have no idea.
It's a yeah, but this is a league stream now.
The fucking... Hold on, I'm getting a weird echo from you, Chris.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh
Mic
yeah, I
check.
heard that earlier.
Mic check.
No, it's when we talk.
yeah.
All right, talk.
So I was...
That's too loud,
Yeah,
Taming. We can't
yeah.
even hear the echo.
Fucking Christ. So I was working today, and it's only coming through a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's like really faint. You can
It's-
occasionally see it light up when we
Yeah.
talk.
Okay.
Do you have us coming through your speakers somehow too? Because I doubt the mic would be picking that up through your headphones unless you're
I'm pretty
deafening
sure.
yourself.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's doing.
How loud are your
crazy.
fucking headphones?
Not that loud.
Are they open back? They don't look it. Show me the side.
I don't think so.
The side. Show me the
They're
side of
close
them.
back.
No,
I've had this issue with these headphones before, though.
really? They just bleed that much?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Why?
I don't feel like they bleed very much, but my microphone does pick it up. It's the weirdest thing.
All right.
Your
well,
mic is too
whatever.
powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe my mic is just too strong. But I don't think that's the case, because I'm fucking really, really loud. So, like, if the mic... Oh. Maybe if I turn down
Or-
the gain on the microphone, you guys turn me up in Discord.
Yeah.
Was
Or
it?
Helps?
or it has a
Maybe
built-in.
it's just echoing.
Or it has a
Like your voice is
built-in
just echoing.
compressor.
Like reverb or something? Huh?
Or it has a built-in compressor that helps modulate high peaks of sound,
Possibly.
like being a loud
Honestly,
person.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah, whatever.
We shall deal.
Not a big.
Okay. Then, Mr. Chris Qua, pick your revelation quickly.
Okay. Well, I have it selected down to these 5.
These
I'd love-
5?
Dude, there's 20. Dude, here's the crazy part, right? Level 2 Stellar Revelations, 27 fucking options. 27 options to select from, dude. I don't need that many options. Give me like 3 or 4, bro. I don't even know what the fuck they mean.
It's for
So, yeah.
customization. Come on, you want more options.
Disregard that link. That link is not what I wanted.
Disregard
Delete
it.
message. There you go. All right. Yeah, there's 5 different Stellar Revelations for customization purposes that I'm interested to see what everyone else thinks.
Your character. I
All
don't
right.
care.
You have to help him though, Pete.
This isn't
Huh?
League of Legends.
We do have to help him. You're right.
And surprisingly, this isn't League of Legends. Thank you. That's what I say every single time I get into a fucking call and someone is streaming something other than League of Legends.
Nice.
Okay, there's Distant Burst, Gravity Grappler.
Well, hold on. We don't need the names. We want to see what they do.
Cool. Distant Burst, essentially, you know how I can explode or like pull things in? I can essentially like project that so that it happens like 20 feet away from me and explodes so that, like I'm not burning Taming alive.
That is really cool to not hurt
It's
your allies.
pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, to not hurt allies. Also, like, theoretically, you know, like, if I'm doing, like, black hole or something, I can position it, like, 40 feet out from me, and then that still extends another 20 feet. So I have, like, a 60-foot effective range to pull people back. It's pretty cool.
It becomes like an Oriana ball.
Yes, exactly.
That's
exactly.
sick.
It's like an Oriana ball. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. I don't have enough, like, stellar revelations yet, like Zenith revelations and shit, but the concept I really like in terms of implementation. Gravity grappler. You can shape gravity into translucent coils that you can anchor to objects. As a standard action, you can hurl this coil at a target, functioning in all ways like a grappler with titanium alloy cable line with a maximum range equal to 30 feet multiplied by my charisma mod, which is already like 3 or 4 or something like ludicrous. So I can just like unlimited range just grab someone, get over here.
Okay, that's also
this
pretty cool.
cable line lasts for 1 minute or until you use the revelation again. While you are attuned or fully attuned, you gain grapple or pull as a bonus feat.
Cool.
So I literally turned into Sub-Zero or whatever from Mortal Kombat. I just fucking just grab people, and I can also. It sounds like I can like fucking, you know that scene in like Superman 2 or 3 or whatever, where he like and he's like holding the train or whatever, like you know. No,
I do.
Nothing.
No,
Okay,
I do.
thank you, Peter. Cool. It sounds like it. You know. It sounds like Shizu would probably do something like that. Like, you know, like, oh no, the ship is flying away. Grab, Captain America moment. It would probably rip my body apart, but, you know.
Well, yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, I looked at that feat. You literally can pull people when you're fully attuned, and you, like, scorpion them to you.
That's fucking sick.
Hot.
And also, if I'm fully attuned, then after that, I can then just black hole them back in as well, which is essentially the same thing, but in an AoE, to my understanding, which is
well, the
insane.
black hole pulls them to the center. So if you put the center somewhere else, it pulls them like to it.
Okay, so I could like grapple them to me, and then behind me put the black hole, and, like pull them past me. Even that'd be nuts, dude. It's like Lee Sin kick. That's crazy. Blitzcrank into Lee Sin. I like it. All right, Lightspeed Tread. You can travel across great distances with incredible speed. You gain a plus 10 foot enhancement bonus to each of your speeds when calculating the distance you travel over land. And you grant this bonus to all allies within 50 feet of you. So it's like super royalty. It's like, all right, guys, let's fucking run at them. Or let's run away or whatever. You can also increase the full speed and speed in miles per hour of vehicles you pilot by 10%.
You're the pilot now.
I was about to say, that's the problem is like my dex is negligible, but that's a pretty cool index if I want to be a pilot. While you are attuned or fully attuned, each of your speeds gains a plus 10 foot enhancement bonus until the end of your next turn whenever you use a Photon Stellar Revelation. Do you see why I need assistance though? I'm like, I don't know, man. All these sound pretty crazy.
They are pretty cool.
You can draw energy. This is Stellar Equilibrium. You can draw energy from your connection to the cosmos to regulate your internal temperature and even your physiology. As long as your solar armor is active, you can exist comfortably in conditions between -50 and 170 degrees Fahrenheit without needing to attempt any fort saves. And I don't need to eat or drink to survive.
So when Taming accidentally locks Chris in the reactor, he'll be fine.
Yeah, or like in the airlock or something, I'm just like, knock, knock.
Space is a lot colder than -50.
Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock. No, when you're fully attuned, or just normally attuned, you ignore the environmental effects of being in a vacuum and receive a +4 bonus to all saving throws against disease or poison.
So if he gets locked in the airlock, he just needs to get into a fight for 12 seconds. Then
I just need to sit there and it's like, I'm impenetrable.
So the only thing you would need
stopped.
is a breathing apparatus. You could effectively go in space naked.
You ignore the environmental effects of being in a vacuum. Do I need a breathing apparatus?
Yes.
I ignore all the environmental effects of being in a vacuum, by definition. And I don't need to eat or drink to survive.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you could just fucking
I just
go
become
into space.
immortal in space, I guess.
Well,
That's
not
cool.
immortal, just not susceptible.
Immune to all the negative
elements. You just like float through
space.
space forever and ever and ever and ever. Just
yeah, and I just
by
sit there
yourself.
kind of.
Your cord gets cut.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
actually horrifying.
That's actually terrifying. That's actually a nightmare.
I mean,
I never knew that was my deepest fear until now. Thank you for reminding me.
surely eventually someone's gravity pulls you in and squishes you.
Chris says nothing but just starts munching on nuts or something, dude. Oh my god, that's fucked up.
Wait, could you like create black holes to like slingshot yourself?
Theoretically, if I was high enough level, 100%, dude. It's just like black hole myself back into the ship. Stellar revelation explode, open up a
You
hole
could
in
just-
the fucking hull.
Just buy an Eon
great
Stone.
What's an Eon Stone?
If you get a clear spindle Eon Stone, it sustains you by negating the need for food or water. $245.
That's not that expensive.
That's what I'm
actually.
saying.
That's kind of ridiculous, actually.
Kind of
What the
crap.
fuck?
Well, I mean, rations are 1 for a week.
Yeah, that's true. I guess like the actual finances of sustenance are like super negligible in this game.
No, I'm looking through all the magic items, and that's one of the things you can buy Eon Stones, and they have specific fucking abilities.
Functions? That's
Yeah.
sick.
I bought concealed compartments on my armor, so now I can put my drugs in there and no one will find it.
That's
Nice.
cool. That's so fucking cool.
That is really good.
Okay, Chris, this is the last stellar revelation, and then I want your feedback on what you would recommend in terms
Yeah.
of knowing the
I
trajectory.
read it while you were
and logic.
talking, so I have my votes.
Cool.
Hilarious.
It's essentially I can like bull rush and just turn into like a fucking star and just like nuke into people.
Yeah. So I vote either Stellar Rush or the first one. The
That was my
distance
thought.
one.
Distant
Yeah.
burst. Yeah, I agree. Both of them are photon, which means that by definition, I would have to go with a graviton revelation next level, which I don't think is that bad of a thing. I don't know. I kind of want to go with distant burst. It just sounds really functional. It
Mhm.
just increases my range capabilities, which is like one of my primary downsides at the moment. That and like just sheer tankiness, but I think that'll increase with levels.
Like, what do you need a gun for? When every 3 levels you can essentially throw a fucking fireball.
Yeah, exactly. Or turn into said fireball and throw self at person.
Yeah.
I become the
Ooh.
projectile that I want to throw.
I know what
It's
I
pretty
want to
fucking cool.
buy.
What do you want to buy, Pete?
I want to buy a Starstone Compass.
That's really cute sounding.
This small clockwork navigational device hones in on a mystical signal emitted by the Starstone resting at the heart of Absalom Station, calculating the compass's precise distance from it and direction relative to the enigmatic font. While you are on the Packed World system, this device lets you automatically know which direction Absalom Station is in relation to your current location and grants you a +2 insight bonus to piloting checks when astrogating through the Packed Worlds.
Nice.
$3.
$3?
Falling on a budget.
Wait,
It's-
shouldn't all of us just get that and then we
it's-
get like an effective
it's
+8 to all piloting
It's
checks?
literally 3 fucking credits.
Sorry, that's a little
That's
too.
ludicrous.
That's
That-
too
that's
rich
your
for
price
my
for your-
blood.
Look, man, this is Paizo's problem, not mine.
You're like, dude, I have religious medals to purchase. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm buying one of those for sure.
Are you telling me that's worth 3 crosses?
Jesus
dude.
died 3 times for this.
Wait, Shizu has died 3 times for this?
No,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh,
Unless you're
Jesus.
trying
Yeah,
to
don't
tell us
flatter
something.
yourself, buddy.
Alright.
Holy fuck.
So I read a whole bunch on Kasathians and Solarians and stuff. I'm gonna be a little bit more aloof, I think, with my character presentation, but I still have to work on it, just so as everyone knows.
Hi, Crystal.
Man, he's your character. You
How
can
you
be
doing?
aloof or not aloof if you want.
Have you been sneaking my drugs while I haven't been looking?
There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of drugs in this
Bluff
game, Taming.
check. Alright. Where's my bluff?
Wait, what do you mean? Oh.
Dude, rolls. Oh, I not 20! Fuck you! No, I did
I
it!
can't believe you wasted a 20
Damn it.
on that.
Wait, it's not 20.
Yeah, no, you didn't get 20.
I almost rolled the 20. Wow, you beat me by 1. Feels bad. Yes, I have been taking your drugs. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. My apologies.
You didn't mean to? Did you fall on them?
Yes, I think in the last combat, I literally fell on top of his drugs and became somewhat addicted.
Unlucky.
Alright, it's canon now. Let's go.
Why is
Hilarious.
the price point for a serum of healing jump from 50 to 425 for 1 or 2 extra dies? That's still absurd.
Healing in every D&D system I've ever played always jumps significantly from the first one to the second one.
Expensive. I'll get a
Why is
couple
that?
healing serums.
I think just because
Crystal, this is D&D
like the
in
shitty
space.
ones are supposed to sustain you for
It's the
like several
shortest
levels.
possible
So by the
version.
time you start buying the better ones, you're supposed to be making way more money.
Got it. Direction.
All right. With your revelation picked, are we ready to undergo, start
I think
words?
so.
He left.
Oh.
Luckily, I could still hear you. Let me get my water. Give me like 2 minutes or something. I'm gonna go bathroom and get water. Get ready. BRB.
Okay.
I'm buying 5 of these serums.
5.
Thank you, Taming.
5 healing serums.
Yeah, you know, we might as well have them.
That's true. How about 1 for an emergency? But
Yeah, but I'm like the designated healer, so I feel like a little bit
that's fair.
responsible for it.
I should buy. What was that
I mean,
thing
if you
you bought for
trust me
3?
with healing, you could delegate some of your responsibilities to me.
Yeah, I could just throw you the serum. The
I won't do
Starstone
anything with it.
Compass.
Okay. Because if I'm gonna be driving and I'm not good at it, I should get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's only +2 when we're doing the jumps through the
Yeah.
pack worlds. Okay, still that's 3.
Still, it's 3 credits for a +2 on that check. I feel, especially when like a lot of the campaigns take place in the packed worlds, you know, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're literally a delivery company, so I'm sure we'll be jumping between
Right.
pack worlds constantly.
Honestly, I should have just bought a Goblin Junk cycle. I had the money. Shoulda. Fucking, can you imagine just the Rizzler ripping around on his shitty dirt bike?
We're gonna be doing another like car chase scene, and you're just gonna have it in the backseat and be like, "Brrrch."
So good. All right. Put my big book away. I'm also gonna get a drink, but I'm almost positive I'll be back before Chris, so.
Sounds good. How is your shaving this week, Taming?
Shut up. I don't know. What do people talk about?
Stop saying that.
Oh, one cool. I got these tarot cards, the D&D ones. I don't know if you've checked them out. They're really cool.
That looks awesome.
Have you done tarot reading at all or no?
Mm-mm.
I don't know too much about it, but I think it's fun. I also don't know how to shuffle cards.
I had to like look up a little bit because there was a character that did tarot readings in one of my games, but I personally don't know very much about it.
Was it Barovia, like Curse of Strahd?
Yeah.
Oh. How did that campaign go? That's actually one of my favorite modules in 5e.
I did the 3.5 version. So, yeah, I've never played the 5e one if you've played that one, but the 3.5 one was really cool. It was really hard though.
Yeah, they're supposed to be really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a lot of magical items in the 3.5 one?
You start at a slightly higher level, so most of the characters start with some magic items, and then in it there are several, but a lot of the fights in that module were like, it was kind of like an optional thing. Like you didn't have to
Yeah.
complete the whole thing, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's how it is in 5e. Like in 5e, there you get a few tarot cards, and the magical items used to defeat Strahd are hidden behind the tarot cards during the initial reading.
Oh, that's
Damn,
cool.
I even took my
Yeah.
time. I was not in a hurry.
Unlucky.
Unlucky. Oh, my neon's not up. What the hell am I doing? Can't really see that. This one. Should I play this session standing up?
No.
Does seem like a lot of
Like
work.
a work call.
Like a work call.
Nice.
Hey, I usually standing desk. It helps my prosthetics.
Helps your prosthetics?
What are they
Why do you
called?
have a fake leg?
Calisthenics. Calisthenics.
It is calisthenics. I'll stand for a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't all day.
Do you have like a riser for your whole monitor and setup, or what was that? Just your camera?
It's my whole desk.
That's awesome.
Hmm?
I gotta get something like that.
Damn, I don't think cardboard can do that.
Mine, IKEA. It wasn't like terribly expensive.
Oh, nice.
What's not terribly expensive for a desk at IKEA?
$400. For a standing desk, that's like
That's pretty reasonable, yeah.
pretty reasonable.
I don't know. These boxes were free.
True, but-
No, they weren't.
Can
No,
you
they
stand
weren't.
on them?
I hope you know that everything you buy off of Amazon has the price of packaging included in the price of the item. That is just how shipping works.
What if you get free shipping?
No, it's free shipping.
Free shipping that you had to subscribe to a paid subscription model for. Interesting. Tell me more
Interesting.
about how it's free.
But
didn't
I
pay
get
for the
other
model.
items that I didn't pay for free because I
It's not my
subscribed.
account.
Oh.
Not
So
your
it's like
account. You're
bartering.
stealing. That's not free.
Hey, I'm under-
That's theft.
I'm under 26. I can use my parents' account according to healthcare.
Yeah, I was like,
that how
what are
healthcare
you
works?
fucking? What's the comparison?
There's these layers, it's in like Netflix. Like,
Also,
you can still
now I
get
know
on your
you're not
parents' life
26.
insurance.
You dumb fuck! You revealed another personal detail about yourself. Haha! You're not even 26, baby. I'm getting closer.
I feel like you could tell that. I feel like you could tell that just by looking at Taming's face. Be like, yeah, he's probably like 23.
What? No.
Definitely. 100%.
I thought
Dude, the
Taming
beard
was
is
like
giving him-
37.
No, the beard's giving him like 10 plus years. Trust me.
Well, yeah,
100%,
but
dude.
even then,
Taming's like, I might be regretting this space camp thing. This is
that wasn't. Even, he just said it. It wasn't even.
Yeah.
It wasn't even something he said. But no, Taming doesn't. Taming looks like vaguely in his 20s. There's no like high
Yeah.
end, low end, just somewhere in there, right?
I was gonna say my guess is 24.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going 23.
I'm locking in 25. Price is
Nice.
right, baby.
How about
Anyway,
So if it's Price is Right, if me and you go over, Chris wins. So
dab?
Right. Well, whatever.
What's up?
Taming, what year were you born? Thought I'd catch him. Thought I'd catch him on the slip there.
Password's 1717.
Oh, you're old. Okay.
okay. So last time on our Starfinder adventure, you guys tried to find a buyer for all your yarrow berries. It was going relatively unsuccessfully, because the original buyer that we were supposed to have apparently disappeared. Though you later found out she was murdered, and the new people there didn't want to buy our yarrow berries. So we searched around for another buyer. We're having trouble finding people on this planet who are like, yes, I'm willing to buy 50 tons of food that's going to go bad tomorrow. Surprise, surprise, it wasn't working out. The lady that we originally offered it to, who we didn't know at the time, but was the one behind the murder of the other store owner, ends up sending 2 goons to shake us down for even a lower price on these yarrow berries. The Rizzler, in his infinite wisdom, decides, fuck these guys. I don't care if our party's not all together. We're gonna start the fight now. We
Yep.
get into a blasting fight with them just outside our ship in the desert. It was a little close for a couple of people, but we managed to pull it out and win. And then find a different buyer, fuck that lady, and sold them for, I think it was 45% total. By the end was the price we got after much searching around on the internet from Alan and many computer checks trying to find someone. Then the lady, you guys went to go spy on her and try and gather information, but you found her being arrested, quote unquote, by like the local authorities, an alien race that is not very populous anymore, the Kulon. And they basically are like, you broke our laws, you murdered someone on our planet, that's just for trade, and they just freaking killed her right there. You looted her bodies, or tried to, finding the name of the corporation she works for, found some emails basically proving that she did the shakedown, and Shizu found out that she also had ties to the assassination guild, the Golden something.
League.
Yes, the Golden League.
Oh, I
He
thought
didn't
it was
share
Golden.
those with anyone. But...
I thought it was Golden Sun somehow, but that's the fucking NES game.
Isaac.
Thank you.
him.
Taming gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Afterwards, you guys came back to the ship. We paid off the company their share from the job, not paying off the guy that we had worked for. So he got screwed. And then as we were flying to Absalom Station after letting Tarika know, we found out that the company, or the guy that got shafted, basically made a huge issue out of it with the traders union and got the company in trouble. And obviously it's a multi-billion-dollar company. They didn't actually feel that much pain from all these issues, but it was enough that they got annoyed at us and gave us an official HR warning on our permanent records. And we got no bonuses.
Nothing I'm not used to. No, I'm kidding.
And where we left off was there were some shenanigans during the days that we were going through deep space with Irvin, and it was decided by Alan that he would be locked in his bed from now on because he's trying to kill us all in his
He's an
sleep.
aggressive
Apparently.
sleepwalker, yeah.
So
Yeah, good
we
recap.
haven't quite arrived at Absalom Station. There's still an estimated 2 days. And so this is just over the course of like a regular day on the ship. Everyone's up to their normal business, kind of just hanging out. When the power in our ship fluctuates, the lights start flashing, some of the devices turn off for a moment, and there's like a scary shaking of our ship as we're like half falling out of drift for a moment.
What up,
and then like
Atlas?
everything turns back on and we get
How you
back
doing?
going. And wherever people are on the ship, you can just hear Alan from the front of the ship be like, "What was that?
Oh,
Irvin!"
Rizzler's up there with him because Rizzler loves nothing more than to just sit in his captain's chair and watch Alan do his thing.
Nice. Mostly it's autopilot, so mostly he's just sitting there making
100%.
sure nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, and Rizzler's he loves just sitting in his cage, just like, yes, I am the captain.
I know you just told me like an hour ago.
The authority. I'm sitting in the chair. Look at me.
Look at me. This is the captain's chair.
Which means that I'm the captain.
Which means I'm the captain. Have you seen Shizu sit in this chair? No, I don't even think I've seen him sit.
Shizu's like, I feel no need to sit.
This is the
I can
Riz
levitate."
chair, baby. No, I think Rizzler will also kind of turn around and be like, "What the fuck are you doing, Yvonne? Irvon?"
I think Shizu's probably like meditating like in the central room, so he'll go and check on Irvin, because that's probably the cause of general dilemmas.
What is Irvin up to in his science quarters?
Nope, I didn't catch
understand
any of
it.
that.
Not
No,
even-
not even a little.
Not even a hint. Not even something that.
Chris and Pete, like, literally, me, Chris, and Pete's, like, these kids were like,
All of us.
The problem was is there wasn't even
no.
a hint of anything that sounded like English.
It was totally incoherent. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Totally
point.
unintelligible.
Irvin is in a circle of chalk with wax candles as he's meditating, calling
damn
upon
it,
spirits.
He's doing a goddamn seance over there, man.
All right, I got this.
Wait a second. Isn't the Rizzler literally a mystic, dude? Isn't this
Yeah.
his number?
I got this.
Yo, go get in there and fucking stop his ass.
Rizzler saunters up. He's like, Irvan, listen to me. It is I, the Rizzler. I need you to stop the seance, please.
Yes, politely.
Test? Is that better?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
you.
significantly.
that's legible. Yeah.
But that one spirit of that planet did pass peacefully, and I really feel bad about it. So we should really do something about it. I'm so upset.
You're doing a great job, kid, but let him do his own passing.
The world anchor begins with me.
The world anchor or the world's anger?
Anchor.
Anchor.
Stop playing Minecraft and get back to reality, you twerp.
Okay, but what else am I gonna do all day? I'm freaking bored here.
I don't know, play cards with Shizu.
I always seem to lose whenever I play against him.
Do it again.
You guys are talking, all the power fluctuates in the ship again. Alan's like,
Alright.
that wasn't me! What is going on?
It appears we have a reactor malfunction. Boys, should we go investigate?
Maybe a
Yeah,
spirit got in.
Yeah, where's the... sorry, I'm looking at the map key. There's the smuggler's compartment, cargo hold, airlock, galley, engineering, power core. I'm assuming this is a power core malfunction
Just
or
somewhere in
something along those lines.
Something
Yeah,
in
we
these
should probably
back
go into the
3
back.
rooms, I would guess.
Yeah, we should probably go into those back 3 rooms and check it out.
I'll make a sandwich.
Alright. I'll do my actual job that I was supposed to be doing on this ship.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Rizzler will stay up front and be captain.
Okay.
All right, Shizu will go back as the enforcer.
Alan gets all his tools as he's walking by. He's like, it wasn't Irvin this time?
Surprisingly not.
Weird. Oh, third?
Oh no, who the fuck's rolling? Oh, nice, dude. I was gonna ask if you need a collaborative engineering check, but looks like you fucking got that shit on lock.
Apparently. Okay, so Alan will come find the rest of you after spending a little bit less than an hour in the engineering section of the ship, basically looking over different things. And in that time, the power has fluctuated a few more times while he was in there, but when he comes back, he gathers you guys up, and he's like, all right, I don't know what they are, but there are 6 spots on the outside of the ship that are currently siphoning energy out of our core. So whatever they are, they need to be removed, or we're all going to die. So just like, casual thing.
What did he say they were?
I don't know. They're just. I mean, obviously, I can't see them from inside here, but there's 6 different spots that are draining energy from the ship. I narrowed down their location.
I'll go stick my head out.
Do we have any form of like spacesuits and shit?
Yeah, we have generic spacesuits in here.
Okay.
They don't provide any armor, but if you've got a light armor, you can wear it underneath the spacesuit, and then it still gives you the AC.
Okay, cool. I wonder how my armor works in that context, but it sounds good, dude. I think Shizu's probably gonna start getting suited up because I was in the actual engine room with Alan when he like discovered this. So I'm probably where's the airlock relative to?
Got 2, the
6.
6s on the side.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so Shizu's gonna be like over here, like getting suited up, like waiting to go outside, because I don't know who else is gonna try and go and explore on the outside of the ship and figure it out.
Well,
Status
I'll
update,
suit
please.
up as well. Yes, Captain, there's 6 things on the ship. We need to find out what they are, remove them from the ship. Otherwise, we're going to crash and die.
Excellent, thank you. I'll make sure the ship goes in a straight line for you so you don't shake off.
Doesn't need you to do that.
He doesn't know that.
I know, I'm telling him.
Fuck, is this our Trouble with Tribbles episode?
That's like one of the very few episodes that I've ever watched of Star Trek, by the way.
That's a good one to watch. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
is
good-
that the one with the puffballs that grow
Yes,
out?
sir.
What are all those troubles? Rah.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
Rizzo's gonna stay in the cockpit and just try to, do his captainly duties.
All right, I'll take the tools. I'll go out with Shizu and see what is going on. All right. These two suit up, head out of the ship. They use their little gravity mag locks on their boots to walk on the ship so they don't just float away. You could still get bull rushed off and then it's goodbye, but is what it is. As they get to the outside of the ship and climb up to the top, they see a couple of creatures that are stuck to the ceiling. Or not to the ceiling, to the top of our ship.
Well, those are cute.
Yeah.
Wait, for some
They
reason
look
I
like
didn't
that.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's
Sick.
adorable. I love tentacles. What? Sorry, I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah, that's right. So they are about desk height, and they're pretty wide,
Jesus.
and they are currently all latched on to the ship and undulating as if they are leeches drinking, stuff from the ship, but they are absorbing power. So yeah, Shizu and Alan see that. Alan just looks at Shizu and is like, "We should probably get the others to help us kill these."
Yes, yeah, we need some people with guns. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna start powering up my armor to try and dispel of these cretins.
Okay, just don't attack them without us.
Understood. Maybe.
Okay, so
So I
Alan,
can't, yeah, so I can't start powering up until I'm actually in combat. How does that work? Do I have to roll initiation while he's going and getting people, or can I start charging up so that when we start the fight I'm attuned, or how do you want to work it, Chris?
think because it's supposed to be in combat and you can't recharge it, so it's basically it's like a battle meditation. So if you're not actually in battle, you can't tap into it. So since they're not aggressive towards you, you can't turn it on.
What if we start punching him though?
Yeah, then that would work, but no one's up there to
Yeah.
punch him.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one's there to punch me in the back of the head to be like,
Yeah.
hey, you're in a fight. Engage with your flight receptors, dummy.
Yeah, Rizzler will make his way out.
All right.
Why don't we
Irvin.
just overload the power and then they blow up because they take too much power into their blood cells?
See, that is theoretically possible and it could work, but then we would have no power left and then we would fall out of the drift and we would die.
What are our chances?
Low enough that I'm not gonna allow you to try.
Dude, I wish that we had a robot or whatever, Data in Star Trek or whatever. So it's the Riddler
He's
could be
an
what are the
android.
odds? An android, sorry, whatever. Robot, android, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's an
Um,
offensive term. You
Do
can't say
they
the R
just,
word.
We could get a protocol droid, and then he could tell us the odds, and then we'd be like, "Never tell me the odds."
Yeah, that's actually the sole purpose is just to spit out some random figures
Just
so
to
that you can
bully?
just scream, never tell me the odds.
It's actually a random number generator. It doesn't even use statistics.
Yeah,
1 in 10,000.
yeah, that's funny.
Irvin, are you
do
coming
they-
out with us?
Do they dislike any sort of cold, fire, or anything?
Oh yeah, could we do a check?
Yes. So
they
after
obviously
we
could
see them
survive in the
or-
vacuum of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they don't getting burned up though, right? It looks like
Sure.
they have no exoskeleton. Looks like they're soft, wormy things, right? Burn them off would probably be instant. But they also suck pure energy, so maybe they're super immune to it. Who knows?
About to
So
find out.
you can do a life science check. Anyone that wants to.
Perfect. I mean, not perfect. I don't have that, but there you go.
Yikes.
We have no idea what these.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Chizu, I'm fairly aware these worms they hate bad vibes. We just think negative thoughts, so go away.
We're doing
I
really
heard
great,
that as
guys.
well. Let's try it.
We're doing really great, guys.
The election
They're, like,
on
sitting in
every
there
planet
like-
is rigged. Every planet is rigged. The president. There is no democracy in the free universe.
God, I'm getting overwhelmed.
Sounds like, are you done?
That's exactly
Suit
what
up,
we're
let's
trying to
go.
do.
Yeah, I mean, mission fucking accomplished. Jesus.
It seems that our negative thoughts had no effect.
Get your goddamn suits on. Let's go.
Just too goddamn positive with the drug he stole.
I suit up.
Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm in withdrawal or something. Who knows? We'll see how this fight goes.
So, basically, we get a free turn for all 4 of us as the surprise round because these creatures are not. They're literally just sucking energy out of our ship. They're not paying attention to anything around us. So you can roll initiative if you want, but everyone's gonna get 1 free turn first.
Dope. Double turn, baby.
So we can't shoot at them because of space, right?
You can if you have an energy weapon. If you just have like a pistol, the bullet's gonna it's gonna go too slow.
Wait, is that
I
how
don't
it
know what I
works?
can do.
Not too
Oh, I
slow,
can do.
but
That's okay. It's physics, who knows?
yeah.
She's actually probably does know, which is hilarious.
Well, it's just dangerous to shoot a physical projectile one because then you will go the opposite direction of your bullet. That's what will happen.
I could use it to get like in melee.
That checks out.
You could, but then if you miss, you're gonna float past them and just go away.
I got 15
And
bullets.
I don't have any gravity cloud. If you guys fall off, you guys are fucking dead.
Okay. Well, in the surprise round, Rizzler gets to do something first.
I'll shoot one of them with my laser.
All right.
Five.
Fine.
Fuck!
It misses surprisingly. Would you like to move at all?
I think roleplay standpoint, Risley walks in and is like, oh, those are gross! Kill it! Yeah.
Turns away, and is like, ah, cute.
Yeah, he'll move within. Hold on. I'll move within 10 feet. I want to keep just enough distance. Well, 15 feet. That way they can't 5-foot step on me.
Yeah,
I guess
good
that would
stuff.
put me
Whatever.
like here.
Okay.
Or I guess it's from the airlock, huh? That would be like there, and then that puts me like there.
I will have my magnet boots turned on, so when I shoot my pistol, I don't fly off the ship.
How do magnet boots work? Do you have to purchase those?
No, they're included in your spacesuit.
Okay, cool.
I'll do my trick attack, or attempt to anyway.
Trick attack.
Nice. It's basically like rogue sneak attack, but for
Oh, nice.
operators. So I deal.
Checks or some shit for it.
Yeah,
It's
so
crazy.
I basically use the computer that he has to make like distractions. Like he could send out like a holographic flash of light or
Oh.
like something like that, and it like fucks the people's up or their vision up, and then he can shoot them. I deal an extra D4 damage.
Hold on, Crowder.
7 damage total. Hell yeah. Killed one. Easy.
Nice shot, Alan.
Hey, getting the hang of this. Looks slightly excited.
Sorry, I'm.
Rizzler only
Turning
saw
in
that because
tempered.
he's turned around, still not looking, but he saw it and just like assumed it was a good shot.
Well, you heard Alan be like, "I got it."
Yeah, he was stoked about it. Yeah.
All right, gonna fucking turn on the solar armor. I think I'm going to attune to the photon mode. Steam bonus, photon mode, natural grace, good to go. All right, I think I'm just gonna start climbing along the ship. Do I need to make like any checks to like kind of move across the ship? I need to move 30 feet, right? 20, 30 right
30 feet.
there? Yeah. 30 to like right there and then swing at him?
Go for it. And no
Okay.
checks for just basic walking around.
Okay, cool. Gonna fucking swing with my goddamn hammer.
Squish him.
Attack. I'ma squish him good! Ha!
Well, I mean, you probably hit him, but you didn't do a lot of
I
squishing.
definitely hit him.
Definitely hit him, but did not unfortunately squish him.
Damn.
Okay, and of more alarm is as you get close to the creature, once you get near it and you smack it with your hammer, you see an alarm going off in the sensors of your suit, and it basically is showing the power of your suit and like all the life support and things like that in the grab boot. It's quickly draining, like very, very fast. Normally these suits have an hour worth of battery life, and you're like already down where it's being like, you might have a couple minutes left.
So these things just like natively just suck energy, it seems.
Yeah.
Seems like it, yep.
That makes sense.
Alright, Urban.
I only have projectile weapons, and I can't.
You've got the
stab you
boots,
guys,
so you're good.
but I can't shoot. 'Cause
Yeah,
No,
magnet.
yeah. If you have your boots turned on so that you're locked on the surface, you can shoot and it won't knock you back.
oh, and the bullet will just work.
Yeah, it just goes forever. Nothing stops it, like in real life, or not in real life, on
It's
the
not-
planet.
It's not too slow to do anything.
No, yeah, you can hit people with it.
I'll aim for this one in the back with my drug gun.
Man, it would have done good damage, but the needle just forever. Yeah.
My needle. And I'll just move next.
Great surprise round, everyone.
Can I?
great
Is there
surprise.
any damage?
Yeah, we did some work.
Is there any damage to the ship from this one?
There's not like any noticeable damage. There's like scarring on the ship that you can see where the creature was attached, but because it's just siphoning energy, it mostly just goes through the like outside of the ship and doesn't actually like cause a hole or anything.
I'm gonna pocket this one.
You're gonna pocket a what?
I'm gonna pocket the worm.
It's pretty big.
Oh,
Like it's not pocketable.
This is like large dog.
Yeah, it's like the size of a large dog.
I got big pockets.
Okay.
Also, actually, because it's dead and we're moving in space and it's no longer attached to the ship, it's probably like.
It just.
Yeah, that checks out. I'm gonna shoot one again. This one down here.
Hold on. Now
Oh
you
yeah,
have initiative
yeah,
for
yeah,
them.
yeah. Forgot about that part. I forgot
Yeah, now
that
they're
combat
like-
isn't easy and one-sided. Bastards. It's a good thing these are a bunch of stupid worms and they won't roll a 23, so.
Totally not.
Yeah.
They won't like, knock us off of our ship hole into the great expanse of space or anything.
Look,
All right, it is still Rizzler first.
laser pistol attack!
Whom are you shooting? And
This
is
one.
it a full attack?
No.
Okay.
I just suck at shooting.
8 does not
today.
hit. Yeah.
Hard.
Would you like to move?
No. I'll stay put. I'm not getting near these things. Hell no.
All right. Alan's gonna try another sneak attack. I also realized, so how we were talking about like the DC is so high for the sneak attack, it's because I get +4 on the check, but it only applies to the sneak attack thing. So like I can't use it to just be good at
I
computers,
see,
but it gives
yeah.
me +4 to try and overcome the thing. Okay, so that hit or has a chance to do sneak attack, and I have to move a little closer. I'll shoot this guy.
My.
Nice. Hell it. Dude, I suddenly became freaking
Kidding.
American Sniper over here.
Damn.
Slam.
Oh my goodness, Alan, you're such a sharp shot. Wait till we
I've been
get some
practicing.
weapons on this baby.
Yeah, I
And he
downloaded
points
an
to the
FPS
ship.
while we were flying. I've been playing Halo 17. Pretty
Ugh,
great.
I stopped at 12.
Of all the FPSs, you chose Halo.
Yeah. Like, well, I tried Call of Duty 24, but it really didn't
Didn't do it for you?
No.
Nah.
Okay, the 4 leeches. Let's see.
After they made Call of Duty, after they made Call of Duty 30, American Revolution 2, nothing was ever the same.
Sure.
My
Really went
favorite game
downhill.
is Civilization 4.
That would make sense.
4? Yeah, it does make sense.
You mean the game from 2,000 years ago?
Really good.
Just, it's really good. Nothing else.
Okay, so as these creatures get around Shizu and the Rizzler, so for the Rizzler, he sees his power thing go down as well. Shizu gets to like the red where it's like, you need to get inside, you have less than a minute of power left. Now they're gonna try and bite you.
Don't bite me. Hey,
3 of them are against
hey, don't bite me. Hey.
Oh shit, got some rolls in there.
you.
Wait, what
He's
the
dead.
fuck happened?
Shizu, you're dead.
Wait, did you just roll a 3, a 23, a 23, and a 17?
Yeah, those are to hit though, not damage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, my EAC and KAC is only 12, so yeah, I think it hits me.
is it? Oh yeah, your stamina 16. Like damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stamina
You got
16,
hit 3 times.
18. Okay. What damage did you do?
Total of 7 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, and it's when they like latch onto you, it seems like they send a jolt of some of the stolen energy through your body, so it's mostly like electric shocks. And it's just like flashing, and your power on your supply goes like to full to empty to full, and it's like freaking out for a second before it settles again, and it's like you're gonna.
This is most uncomfortable.
And then one of them tries to bite the Rizzler.
Come at me.
18, I assume it's
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 2 damage.
Oh, okay,
Fuck.
that's doable.
These things are smurfing.
I know, I'm really good for these.
Plus 5, dude? Like, that's nuts!
Alright, Shizu's turn.
So, I hit level 2 of attunement, which doesn't really do very much in this context. If I run away, I take attacks of opportunity, correct?
Yes, if you move more than 5 feet.
Okay. Can I attack and then move and take the attacks of opportunity, I guess? So, like, 5-foot step, swing at... How do I ping? Wasn't there, like, a ping?
Hold your left button.
There you go. So, I swing at the one that's in, like, the top left. Now that I've taken a 5-foot step, the one that's in the back can't hit me, right? But these two still attack of opportunity me as I step backwards, correct?
It would be because you can't, unless you have a feat, you can't move, attack, and then move. So you would have to stay here, pick who you want to hit, and then depending on if you hit, then you can like finish your move or do
Gotcha.
your move.
Okay. So if I stay near them, it'll like turn off my suit essentially, right? Like next turn, realistically. So I need to get away from them.
You're not sure how fast it'll drain it, but it is draining it very quickly being near them.
Yeah. Maybe I don't even swing. Maybe I just take a big step back.
But you could still move 30 feet after you swing. So unless you want to move 60 feet.
No. I'll probably just take the 30-foot step back next to Alan after I swing at this guy above me.
Okay.
Okay. Where the fuck's my attack? Gah! Full attack? No.
Yeah, if you do the full attack, you can't move. So nice. You hit it and very much squish with this one.
Let's go. Get squished, bitch. And I'm gonna move 30 feet back and take those attacks of opportunity.
All right, so 2 of them.
Fuck! Damn!
Dude, I'm on it today.
You're
Three
smurfing!
bosses today.
Yes, 20 hits me.
Woo-wee!
6
more
damage total.
Okay, that's, once again. I'm actually starting to get tanky, so 6 damage. Yeah.
Still.
Nice. Oh, yeah, you got a fuck ton of
Shizu is
stamina,
like,
bro.
yeah, Shizu is like most unpleasant.
So can I grab this dog and start bringing it back?
Grab this dog.
Because we were like, it's like a big dog. He's like, Urban's like, yes, dog. I need the dog.
No, remember when they fly away because we're jetting through the universe at like ridiculous speeds right now?
What if I'm like really fast?
You weren't even adjacent to it when he killed it. No.
Okay.
If you're adjacent to one when it dies, I'll give you a reflex save to catch it before it flies away.
Cool. That's what I was gonna ask.
Plan B. If you take out a battery, will they just like look to it like a dog? Like if you go like wave it?
You could try.
I'm gonna try.
Interesting.
What are you taking a battery out of?
I just have a spare battery for my stuff.
Oh, you mean a ammo battery?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So
They
you take
look
it out. Yeah, you're waving it around. This one that's closest to you does seem like it's drawn to it. It's orienting towards it.
Fetch boy. I yeet it.
Hmm.
You didn't like pass them, like, you know, these two that are like right next to relatively Irvin, throws it like between them, like, whew.
I would probably go like here and then let it get like a whiff and then throw it like like this way.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I'll have
That's a cool.
on its turn. What do I want for this to check to be? Actually, I'll have it do a will save. Basically, try and resist running after it. Okay. It's on its turn. It's gonna waste its move to try and chase it for a little while before it realizes it's going way too fast and it can't catch it.
Amazing.
Nice.
Nice, dude. Using the dumb worm stupidity against it. Good job, Irvin. Let's go.
The Riz.
The Riz is
Don't
gonna
call me a
whip
science
out
officer for nothing.
his battle staff.
Physics. Huh.
Which he's gonna whip out his battle staff and just try to golf club it off the ship.
Nice.
4.
I like it.
We just are done with it. We're just taking fun now.
Fuck!
Dude.
God damn it!
3 and 0 damage.
Yeah, quite obviously you need to work on your swing, bro.
Bad technique.
Your
Bad
armor
technique.
was mediocre, man. I need you to work on it. So,
Comically bad.
yeah. Swings, bonks himself in the back of the head, like with the club, like, God.
Damn,
Doesn't
I
even
knew
hurt though because he's got a suit on.
I knew I had a -1 in damage, but fuck.
Yeah, you guys have no luck. I have all of it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep it. Rizzler's just gonna waltz back towards the airlock. I'll take the fucking attack of opportunity.
Hey, it missed. Nice.
Easy.
Yeah, so you duck back quickly before it gets to you. Alan's like, why is everyone running away from these things? Fucking tank them. Okay, I will sneak attack. Damn it, I missed. Okay, didn't kill one. Alright, these ones. This one is wasting its turn chasing the thing that Irvin threw. We're getting to the end of the ship and it's like, no, my food. This one will move towards Irvin, who now sees the same power flashing warning on his suit. And then this one is now closest to Alan. It's going to move over here. So Shizu starts flashing. Well, it's been flashing, so it's still remaining to be drained as it gets close to him. And then Alan starts draining as well. So 1 bite against Irvin, 1 bite against Alan. 19 for Irvin,
That hits.
16 for me. 1 damage for Irvin, 3 damage for Alan.
My heart.
Electrocute. Alright, Shizu.
Alright, and 10 feet, sorry, I'm reading my fucking distant burst. I don't know how it works yet. Alright. Your solar manifestation is an extension of yourself, and you have learned to center your power outward. Any stellar revelations, including Zenith, which I'm about to do, which is the supernova, that have a radius that are centered on you can be centered anywhere within 20 feet of you. While attuned or fully attuned, they can instead be centered anywhere within 40 feet of you. So, supernova has a range of 10 feet.
So you could like, yeah, you can't hit two of them unfortunately because they're all like spread out.
Yeah, so like, if I like target my blast, oh sorry, I need to swap back to the pointer selection move. Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Try and knock this one off.
Yeah, like they perfectly moved away from each other before I could just like blow them all up with like a single blast. Okay.
You could save it and just stay at max attune and see if they group again and use it next turn, but yeah, it's up to you because they are draining people's
yeah,
power.
I'd imagine that they're gonna run at. I'd imagine that they're gonna run at our bug boy that's up, so I can like nuke both of them next turn. I might just full swing at the guy who's right next to us, right next to Alan. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Cool. Let's swap to attacks. Assault hammer. This is a full attack. Hiya!
Oh, you crit him.
Jesus Christ. Wait, this guy got nuked.
I know, you did friggin' 17 damage.
Turns out melee weapon, very good.
You just, yeah, that one, there's not even if Irvin was over here, I wouldn't give him a reflex to catch it. You literally just squished the bug.
A melee
Just
weapon that you know how to use. Let's
Yes.
make that stipulation.
Irvin, come to us!
No, thank you. And I take the syringe
Oh my
stick and I
God.
fill it with sedative and I jam it into sedative. Sedative.
I like
I got you.
sedative, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got more whimsy.
Okay, so
Change the sedative.
that also does 1d4 stamina damage.
You want to keep
no.
one of these dogs?
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
god, are we gonna have a pet drift leech on the
Definitely-
ship? That won't go
Definitely
poorly.
Definitely wants to keep Drift Leech.
Alright, so you... Oh, it has 1 HP left.
Rats.
Unfortunately, that shit's about to get burned into oblivion.
I tried.
You
I guess I
almost captured your own dog. Yeah.
tried.
Don't worry. There's a chance that we all miss still.
Well, there's no
Riz.
chance that I miss, but there is a chance that you guys miss this one.
I'm gonna go for the one all the way
Have a
down.
heart.
Fuck, I'm a full attack. I'm not moving anywhere. Fuck it. I missed everything so far. Why should I start now? Fuck me!
Anything? Looks like you're not.
I don't want to waste spell slots on these fuckers.
That's fair. It's totally fair.
It's rough out here for a pimp.
It is. Can't have shit in space.
Dude, the Rizzler's distracted. He's like, I've watched too much hentai, dude. I
just
can't
like-
fight these things with my full power.
He just finished jacking off, so like he can't like squeeze the trigger. Like he has an RMI in his hand.
Like, I have no kinetic strength, dude. I've been gripping too hard.
God,
Wow.
this is
He
funny.
just finished posting to Galaxy fans.
Nice.
Was that on the far one? Nice.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
shut the fuck. Alright, and then this one
Chris.
that's next to Irvin. Yes.
Not you, right?
Oh.
Alex.
He doesn't want me to fucking obliterate this worm.
Alright, so now Irvin's suit has gotten to the same point that Shizu's was before, where it says you have less than a minute left. And it will try to bite you.
All power comes from within.
Oh man.
It won't in a second.
What the fuck are these monsters, bro?
2 more damage to Irvin. And then Shizu now has a big blaring warning on his system that basically says power loss imminent.
Alright, can I fucking supernova this worm? Oh, it's a click and hold. Okay, yeah. Can I supernova that worm? Yeah, exactly. From, you know, whatever.
Yeah, so it doesn't hit Irvin.
Exactly. In proximity where it doesn't hit Irvin, but it does hit the worm. And then use my move action to go back into the airlock afterwards.
Yes, you may do that.
Cool.
Basically, as you're running and you like use the
Turn
left
it.
of your action to open the airlock, then like suit starts powering down, and you just like hold your breath for 1 second. You pull yourself in.
That's solar armor. I'm a dingus. Disregard.
Disregarding.
There we go.
14 damage. Damn, son.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. It adds like fucking 1d6 for each of my Solarian level. There's some bullshit.
I thought you were about to say for each of your arms, and I was like, fuck, man.
1d6 fire damage plus 1d6 additional fire damage per Solarian level to all
Ooh,
creatures
nice.
within 10 feet of you. So, because I'm level 2 alone, it's 3d6 damage.
That's
Yeah.
fucking legit. Okay,
Fucking
it did
legit.
pass, so it took half, but still 7 damage, so you do burn it to a crisp anyway. And Irvin's dreams of having a pet worm dog go up in flames.
Shame.
Dude, if only he could have communicated that he wanted to capture one. Like, definitely Shizu could have run up and like fucking like grappled one while he injected it or something, you know?
No, never.
Irvine
And
works.
we'll be able to do that. Like within the next couple of levels or something. Like Shizu is gonna become like a grapple master, and he can just like restrain someone while Irvin like forcibly injects them.
Jesus Christ.
It's like
you
really
guys.
dark, actually. It's
Yeah.
dark as fuck.
Fucking hell.
A little bit evil. Okay, so we finish killing all the energy leeches, and those of us with running out. Actually, I think everyone has running out power now because they got near everyone at some point. We all rush back to the airlock so we don't fucking float away into endless space.
Those little bastards.
Job.
They scuffed my shoe. And he points to like a little ring on his like spacesuit boot.
It's like one little like suction boot cup. Yeah. Alan, could you check the damage to the mainframe?
Yeah, I'll make sure it's nothing permanent and that we still have enough power to get to where we're going.
Lovely.
Hold
I'm
on.
going to go and recuperate in my chambers.
I'm gonna check for more troubled spirits.
I'm going back to my chair.
You're going to what?
Mysticism check.
Back to my chair.
He petulantly walks to his captain's chair and sits down.
He's just like,
Well done, Rizzler. Your sorry, Peter's fucking presentation was wonderful. Well done, Rizzler. Your positive reinforcement was well constructed.
Thank you.
Well done.
I needed to hear that. And he just starts crying.
How does recovery of stamina points go again? It's we've
can-
talked about it before, but I just totally
Yeah.
blanked.
So you can spend one of your resolve points, which I think you have like 4 or 5 or something right
4.
now, and after 10 minutes and spending one of resting, you get all your stamina back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll spend one of my resolve points.
And,
And then
obviously it's not
resolve
going to come up right now, but as a reminder, resolve points are also what you use to not die. So if you get to 0 HP and you have no resolve points left, you die.
That would be bad.
Yes.
Does the wrestler like make a social post about this? Like, this is so sad.
Yeah.
Starts live vlogging about it.
Yeah, he definitely makes a story
Nice.
on what the fuck is the Riz phone? On Twinkler. He's like, fuck these stupid ass hoe leeches for sucking off my power.
Somebody responds in one of the comments like, "Those are drift leeches. They're super dangerous."
Just responds like drift bitches.
Some activist has to jump
Probably
in the car.
like gets canceled.
Drift leech activist like PETA.
Like an activist has to jump in like fucking space PETA's like, did you abuse those leeches? Didn't you know?
You know, your ship should really have measures to make sure they safely get off your ship. They're not trying to be evil. They're just doing what's natural to them.
Actually, these are universally considered a problem, so you don't get bothered too much or canceled.
Oh yeah, they're like
But-
mosquitoes.
Yeah. So shortly after that, Alan will make an announcement over the intercom so everyone can hear. It's like, okay, we have enough energy. We will make it to Absalom Station without any delay. When we get there, we will have to charge the core for at least a day, though, before we can set off again on any other job that she gives us. So we'll be
Understood.
stuck there for at least a day.
I don't
Sounds like
Darn. More time on Absalom Station. Shame.
It's rough.
What is Epsilon Station? Is Epsilon like?
It's like the
It's like-
space station. To
Yeah,
be
it's like
at.
the main civilization hub for the universe. The
Gotcha.
biggest space station in the universe. Everyone's got like their head of politics there, or head of governments there, and stuff like that.
It's like Coruscant or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I turn off all the lights and put candles everywhere to conserve power?
Specifically in your room,
No, everywhere.
all power down.
No, not power. Lights.
You just want to
All
turn all the
power
lights off?
Yeah, just put candles on,
Isn't
just
this
to make
like a
sure.
Isn't this like a future world where it's like we have like the highest fucking efficiency LEDs that are like negligible in terms of their draw?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. It's like just for
And-
aesthetics, he's like turning off everyone except for like the fucking backup, like, you know, auxiliary lights or whatever, you know, like emergency lights. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Me.
Yeah, exactly.
Alan just walks out in the flashing lights and stares at Irvin. He's like, "Stop fucking with the ship."
Don't even know. It's fun.
So because of the Solarian shit, Shizu has like a mote of energy that like floats around his head. I know we haven't talked about this previously, but this is one of the instances where it's like, man, if I was more experienced, I would have described this to you guys to help you in the first like session, pretty much, right?
Okay, we're only in session 3 or whatever, so we're good.
Yes, no, it's not retconning anything necessarily. I just have like a floating orb of energy that every time I level up as a Solarian, I can like choose to like reestablish how it like presents itself like visually. And so it can either be like a floating like orb of like black matter, or it can be like a like mini star and shit. So it's essentially I can like, you know, create like a dispersion of like darkness or light. So in this context,
Maybe like a
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
like a floating emoticon.
theoretically it could be like a floating.
Think about the sinking emoji, like orb.
Yeah, it's like a thing like in League, but it's like a neon sign, like, you know, yeah, like photon gas and shit. It's like just like the thinking emoji. No, it's a floating orb of lights. So like wherever I'm walking around, I at least have like my own little presentation of light. Everyone else can be walking around by the auxiliary though.
I'll respond to Alan and say, perhaps you should be like Shizu and partake some of my pharmacologies, and maybe you can have your light follow you and not have need of the auxiliary.
I would like
Maybe.
I would like
If
to
you
point
keep-
out that my light has nothing to do with the drugs that I partake.
Yeah, if you keep messing with the ship, I'll just shoot you. How about that?
My
Maybe-
body may bleed, but my soul is eternal.
Oh my god. Never
Yeah,
mind, I'm
but
gonna shoot
your
myself.
sword can turn off the lights, you know. Can we like lock the door to the electrical room so that Irvin
Yeah.
can't access it?
When we get to Absalom Station, I'm gonna go find someone. I'm gonna buy like a lock and a pad code, and I'm gonna put it on there. I'm not gonna tell anyone the code but me. So
Shizu like kind of walks over to him. I would like to know the code as well for security purposes.
yeah, but are you gonna tell him?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Shizu,
Then.
please.
No.
I'll be right back. Here, you're about to-
No interest. Like no. Oh shit. Is Chris MIA?
Hey, it's
He's
me,
going-
Giovanni! Hey!
Giovanni's back!
He's
I
going,
just got back from the sewer place and I
He's just-
found this Parmesan cheese!
he's just going to the
Dude, I feel
bathroom.
Anytime he leaves, Giovanni instantly hops on his computer and does a guest host.
Yeah, Giovanna's ready.
Giovanna's a fucking chaos
Hey.
agent.
There's some mob trouble going down in Chinatown. You boys are ready, ready to make a big meatball. Some
You know me,
Game
Gi-
Giovanni,
War.
back to Earth. We don't need you. We're going to Epsilon Station,
yeah.
okay?
You know
Get
me,
outta here.
Giovanno. Me, your brother, Tony. I don't fuck with no mob.
Shit, Tony here? What? I didn't know Tony into the chat. Tony, how are you?
I do not fuck with the mob, and they don't fuck with us. You better stay out of their neck of the woods, Giovanni. I swear to fucking God.
Hey, I'm just tired of the quiet life. Let's live a little. Hey,
I am living a little. I got a
Fancy
small little meatball shop on the corner.
Are you tired of living the quiet life? How you gonna provide for your son?
I'm providing for my son by selling meatballs on the corner.
You can have as many meatballs as you want.
I already have as many meatballs as I want. I make the damn things, Giovanni. Now get the fuck out of my shop.
What did I just come back to? What the fuck?
Chris, you have to stay here, dude. Left to our own devices, we're just all chaos agents.
Am
We
I
have
the
no
only
guidance.
adult in the room? Oh no.
Yes. All of us are just improv fucking like. We're all anarchists, dude. It's terrifying.
You're the
never
only
taken
one
improv
over
class.
30 here, so yeah.
I've never taken an improv
Fuck.
class. Don't let me in with you two.
Whew. I told you I'm feeling sassy today.
I like it. I like
More
it.
like saucy, cause marinara.
Yeah, because I got marinara on my
Summer
fucking meatballs.
Marinara, not marinara.
Got the Chinese, they got the soy peanut. Have you ever tried that on a meatball?
Have you ever had
Okay,
that
Chris, can we
fucking...
keep you a second?
You ever had that,
Yeah.
that delicious gravy and lingonberries on your meatballs that they serve at IKEA? Now that shit come do be bussin'.
Okay.
Anyway,
Chris.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, chat.
I'm not sorry, Chad. You're welcome.
Chris Chat knows what it's getting into. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so the rest of the trip towards Absalom Station, which is only about a day and a half left, does go by uneventfully in terms of no more dangers. We get there with enough power. Irvin causes relatively little mayhem, so we survive.
Relatively.
Yeah,
Relatively. Okay, cool.
We're slowly building up the countermeasures to keep him in check.
I feel like this
The
is an
labor of
arms
love.
race, though. Like, as we like complete ways to like stop him and quarantine his chaos, he's gonna figure out different avenues to cause turmoil.
True, it's true.
That's okay. We just gotta keep up with it.
Yeah. So we pull into the giant space station that is Absalom Station, and we call up Tarika for the first time, being able to speak with her in real time since we are actually just essentially on the station where she works. She answers, and you can see the background is kind of like the background of her picture of her video call is like anyone's, corporate nightmare. She's stuck in a giant office in a cubicle buried in some fucking tower, and there's just like no interesting color in her office. It's very depressing. But despite that, she looks like relatively in good spirits. But as we pop up on the call, she's like, "Oh, hi everyone. So I got your guys' last message about a bit of trouble with the Yarrowberry delivery. Did it work out? What happened?"
Oh, Tarika, darling, it was awful. We came to this beautiful planet to sell these berries. We were so prepared. Everything went flawlessly. And then this bitch killed our vendor. And then tried to buy the
killed her?
berries. Yeah. And then tried to buy the berries from us for 50%. And we were like, hell no. So then we tried to find other buyers, and then she tried to kill us, which we survived. And then we sold the berries for like 40%. It's abysmal.
We made some good
Ah,
wine, though.
You made wine with them?
Yeah, we did have an extra crate because the supplier was very nice.
Oh. Yeah, I saw some emails that were going back and forth between HR saying that it was a big fuck up, but I didn't know what had happened. So,
It wasn't even our
my
fault, Tarika.
sympathies. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound like it was on you. It was a murder. Like, my corporations never care about the workmen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, those bastards
I
at the
mean,
top.
guys.
Don't say
Don't
that when
say
we're
that
on
you were.
company communication.
I
Okay.
don't think Shizu would say that.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
Chris saying that 100%. Shizu would be like, how unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see her shaking her head, and she's like tapping on her computer just off screen. She's like, "Look, we just, I guess, need to focus on what really matters, which is getting you guys a really high-paying job to get you back
Oh.
in the company's good graces."
I would love nothing more than some fucking money, Tarika. I feel broke.
Perfect. Okay, well, I have all the most recent contracts pulled up here, and I've been scouring for a job. I think I got one that's pretty interesting that I can give to you. I haven't told anyone else about this job yet.
Oh.
And it's relatively recent, so it just came in. There is a drow calling himself Lord Sinjin. He's shipping guns from Aposte to a planet in near space. It seems like the Hobgoblin Empire out there is trying to settle on a world called Voxa, and some of the miners on the planet are giving them trouble. So the job is relatively simple. You go to Aposte, you meet with Sinjin's agent there at a place called the Lamashtu's Lair, and you pick up the cargo, and then you take it to a military outpost on Voxa, collect your payments. It does specify that you're not supposed to ask any questions. That's kind of like you know how military types are.
Yeah, they're always so hush hush about their
do-
guns.
Do we know anything about this minor conflict?
Would you like to say
Yeah,
something?
Shizu, do you have something in your throat? You're awfully loud back there.
No, I'm okay. I'm fine. Shizu'd like to do a culture check for Chris. I was trying to write down notes as you were talking. I was like, "That's so much information." Like
Yeah, if you want, we can pause real quick.
talk
So
through, like,
yeah,
exactly-
ask me any repeating questions for your notes, and then also for Taming, you can do a culture check if you would like to know about the conflict that's going on. Nope, never heard of it. Nope, never heard of it.
Culture check +5 as well on the 9. I don't know
For-
if that even makes sense.
Well, what is the +5 for?
The +5 is coming from the theme background of mercenary for all military or warlord endeavors. I
Oh,
I can
perfect.
read it too if you're interested. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it's perfectly applicable here.
yeah. Okay,
Reduce
so
the intensity of culture checks and profession mercenary checks to recall knowledge about hierarchies, practices, personnel, and so on in the military by 5.
okay, yeah, I'll have it apply to this.
Okay.
So you and the Rizzler you have heard of the Hobgoblin Empire. It's known as the Gideron Military. I'll spell that for you. The Gilaton Military, and it's essentially a Hobgoblin Empire that started in what's called near space. So it's like the galaxies closest to the Pack Worlds. And they have recently begun settling on any planet that they're like, there are Hobgoblin ruins there, therefore it belongs to us. And so they
Nice.
just show up with their military, and whoever lives on there, they're like, get fucked, we're enslaving you or killing you, one of your options. So they're
What do we-
considered a very aggressive faction.
What do we know about hobgoblins? Like in general? Do we know?
General.
Do we need to roll another culture check? Because
Yeah.
that might be completely different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I probably
another
don't know
culture
shit
one.
about that. Yeah. Yeah, I know shit about that. Man, I need to put a point in that.
Alright, so you
Rizzler's just
guys-
on his phone all day, so he saw stuff about the conflict, but he doesn't know it. It's all surface level shit.
Yeah, he like heard some freaking YouTuber get a news
Yeah.
article about it or something.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the recent minor resistance. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, you guys don't know anything in particular about Hobgoblins other than they have an aggressive, expansive military.
And so, to be clear, we're supplying guns to the minor faction,
No, we
No.
are buying guns from a drow merchant,
right?
and we're selling them to the Hobgoblins.
To the
on
mining.
Hobgoblins. Yes, they want to
Okay.
buy it.
Okay.
Also, Chris, while you're coughing, I'm gonna bring out a syringe and look towards you.
Need some help?
I'm quite all right. Don't worry. I thought I had heard of the hobgoblins before. It's quite all right.
Okay, well, I just am gonna stare you intently with this syringe, looking on standby while you guys continue.
Yeah, Tarika,
I'm-
that sounds wonderful. What's the payout on this kind of thing?
One sec. Alan's sensing Shizu's motive. He seems kind of sus.
Wait, why? Shizu simply thought that he knew more about this than he actually did.
How sus is he? I know exactly how sus you are.
How sus am I? I feel Shizu thought that he knew more about this than he did, but he actually knows jack shit. So there is actually nothing that he's hiding.
There is
He has no
something.
background. No, he has no background with hobgoblins though. Like
No,
he's not,
no. He has a different thing. I'll remind you in a message real quick.
Shh.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
nat
There's no
20 that,
affiliation to
dude.
this.
Well, no, you heard.
I nat 20 to sense motive on something I'm not hiding from you, though. I actually know nothing.
Oh, no. Okay, let me message you.
Sure.
Sounds like, based on what Chris has said, DM Chris, that you do know
I'm not
something.
sure. I'm not sure what Chris is inferring, though. So maybe
You're
I'm
about to
totally off.
find out.
Yeah, and maybe Chris is like, "Hey, by the way, your backstory is this. Fuck."
I like how devoted to this fucking action you are, Taming. You have not moved from your like, I got a syringe and I'm ready to stab him. And you've just been frozen in this fucking position for so long. Thanks, Taming. I don't know if I'm
It's funny
a
that
goated
you
streamer, but
said that
I'll
you
take
weren't
pleasure.
doing it and you were being genuine because I thought you were just
How's it
playing
going,
into the
dude?
bit. Because when you like started coughing, I was like, oh, he
Welcome back.
obviously
It's been an
remembers.
hour.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so Chris has informed me and reminded me, quite obviously, yes. Shizu is in fact hiding some information. Because of the
I didn't
nat
call you
20, I
anything.
probably have to divulge it, I'd imagine.
Well, you can roll a deception check and then, because yeah, only Rizzler might realize something suspicious.
No, Taming is in the D&D group. He is Gaslight Turbo
I don't
top
think Shizu
laner on
has
the
any reason
Discord
to
thing
hide it
over here.
necessarily. I believe I've heard the name before of the man that we are selling.
I didn't
the
call you
weapons
Taming. I
to
said
Lord
Atlas for sure.
Sinjin.
I think I said
Buying
Taming
from
right
him.
before.
Okay, so we are procuring the weapons from Lord Sinjin. I have a modest familiarity with him from my past.
Oh, you have tea?
Not tea necessarily, but
Spill it, Shizu.
blood has been spilled when in reference to this man before.
I was talking about spill the tea, not the blood, Shizu.
So he's like an old mercenary friend of yours.
Is he-
yes.
Is he good?
A friend,
Trustworthy?
yes.
Is he a good guy?
As trustworthy as mercenaries come.
Which, if they're paid well, is pretty trustworthy, as I understand. Okay.
Tarika's just like, well, that's good. She like sends, she does a few clicks, and you can see that we're getting sent like all the details of the transaction, like how much money we're gonna give them, what account to send the money to when they give us the pay and stuff like that.
More
She's like,
mainstream
okay, so if you
bucks.
pull this off, as you
Getting
can
closer.
see, is a hefty sum they are paying the company. So you will probably be back in their good graces for this.
Okay. And what's our cut?
Your cut is.
Or what should we expect? I guess.
It's a good question. These are hard hitting, good questions that certainly have answers.
Yeah.
That
Should
I
we
probably.
go on your computer and verify and figure it out? Step by?
Yes. Should have foreseen this happening.
I ask a lot of fucking questions. So Lord Sinjin is gonna be in for a pound when I show up.
Oh god. We're gonna need to keep the Rizzler contained for this.
Good fucking luck, dude.
The Rizzler could get his head cut off very, very easily, though.
Bro, I'm ready to riz.
Yeah, but sometimes rizzing leads to death.
Well, riz schmiz. Bitch.
Yes, Rich Schmiz.
Riz schmiz.
You've totally counteracted my point. Well done. I have no rebuttal. Ah, damn.
And now, this seems like it should be important information, but it doesn't say. So we'll say she tells you, and I will get back to you
Perfect.
with a number.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. But for our pay, it's not anything special because
Right.
we are just the employees. So it's just like sort of the standard rate that you would expect. But it is a substantial contract for the company. So that's why she's like, you'll probably get. They won't be upset anymore, you know?
Yeah, you know we kind of need that. Thanks, Tarika. You're a real doll. Your fur looks fucking beautiful today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Rizzler just totally drops his fucking act for when it comes to like real shit, like when it comes to work. But like people that know him,
Yeah.
like
She's
outside.
like I know it, and it's kind of my fault. I'm sorry that Click here is not a pilot. But has it been working out for you guys?
What did you
You see
He's
call
Alan
him?
not
kind
a
of like-
pilot.
What did you call him?
It's his nickname, Click.
Well,
No,
you guys
I know,
haven't
but
heard
we
it yet,
just
so
are finding this out.
Oh, yes. Who are you referencing with the name Click? I do not click. I hit.
I
Ooh,
click.
Shizu, is that your attempt at humor? I love that.
Yes. Did you find it comical?
It was hilarious.
Ha ha.
Ha ha!
Oh, those are the stimulants we've been sharing.
it's like Ray hasn't been going by Click, and you hear Alan be like, "And Click is my nickname that people used to call me in college." That's
Click.
cool. You can call me Click if you want.
That is quite edgy. I will now refer to you as Click.
Okay, Click. Whatever you say.
Yep. We gotta go now, Rika.
No, we
like,
don't. We're
why?
charging our ship. We got a day here, baby.
Oh, yeah. Well, so
Guys,
I
I
sent you all the
deeply
info.
apologize. I'm gonna need to take like 3 minutes to go and hunt down my dog. He has romped away in some direction, so I'll be back. But Shizu's an
Oh,
NPC.
This could be
pilot.
the break that we have usually in the middle of the
Okay,
game.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well timed.
I'd be cool with it.
Take a 10-minute.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool.
time for an ARAM, am I right?
Kicked it. Quick ARAM, baby. Let's
Hey,
go.
quick ARAM.
If you guys want.
I don't think it's gonna be. We will have to like sweat in this ARAM if we're gonna get it done at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
And I am not ready for that.
Have you played any of the 2v2v2v2 mode?
No, so I don't have a PBE account. PBE account.
You just make one. They just let you
it
make
won't. I've tried so many times. I've never been able to successfully make one. I don't know why.
That's so weird.
I think I'm just bad at it, but at the same time, it's like I've tried.
As far as I know, I don't know how long ago, but all the restrictions on PvE accounts have been removed. So like I made one as soon as the 2v2v2 mode hit the PvE, and I just
Yeah.
used the same email account for my regular League of Legends account
Right.
and just made a whole new one and literally logged in like 5 minutes.
What the fuck?
Didn't you used to have like a high summoner like reputation for doing those cases? or
Yeah, you had to
whatever?
have max honor and you had to do an application process. So
Ri-
like you
right,
have to
which-
submit it and then they'd like get back to you in a couple
Which
days.
I
meant
have.
that-
I'm a good boy. I've never been banned from this game.
No, now it's literally it
Now
doesn't
you
matter.
just
They're
fucking
like,
do it.
just put an email
I should have been
account.
banned. I should have been banned so many times.
You are very toxic. I remember playing with you
We didn't even remember playing. We actively played together.
recently.
It's just been so many years since I last played with you, Taming.
No, you guys have played since I have sort of reacquainted
played
with you
like
guys.
Yeah,
two
I see you
games.
playing all the time.
We
Yeah.
played like 2 games. Come
Although
on.
I like haven't really been playing any video games for like 3 weeks.
Okay,
except on my
hear me
phone.
out. When Chris says like 2 minutes, he means like 20.
Yeah, well, that's why I said he's gonna take 3, and this will be our 10-minute break. So you're off the hook for 10 minutes. I want to play Baldur's Gate though.
Dude, I know.
days.
So
Did it
fucking
release?
soon.
20 days.
Oh, they're finally. Oh. I don't like the model they were doing for the pre-release.
Yeah, a lot of
What
people
model?
are not a big fan. Just
early
where
access.
you can only do Act 1 or whatever they have so far, and then everything's
Yeah.
going to get deleted.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to because the Act 1
It's-
on the early access is not the full game. They said there's roughly 33% more content in Act 1 that's cut out. So you have to literally patch it and actually get the full release game.
I just don't think pre-release or early access is the correct model.
Well, I don't think
Why
they
do
did
it?
it to like it was essentially their beta. Like they were getting feedback
Yeah.
and stuff. They changed the game so much since it's been out because I got it in I want to say like a couple months after they opened early access, and I played it for a while and like followed the forums, and it was a lot of like, give us your feedback so we can change the game. Like they overhauled the UI.
Oh,
There's all
okay.
this stuff that they added.
Nice. Maybe I'll pick it. I still have to do those Pathfinder games. The
Kingmaker's
yeah,
great.
Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah, Kingmaker is really good. I personally like Kingmaker better than Wrath of the Righteous, but I think that is an uncommon sentiment. Wrath of the Righteous was also very good. They're both hard though.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
Baldur's
very
Gate 2 was
difficult
really
games.
good.
Yeah.
Do they have the same team in Baldur's Gate 3 for as 2? Like, is it the same people?
It's
No,
the
no,
same people that did
oh.
Divinity Original Sin 2, which is also
Yeah.
like one of my top 10 games of all time.
Oh yeah, it's such a good RPG.
So
Crazy.
fucking good. I just actually beat it like in its totality like a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
I never got into it because the OST never appealed to me. There's like one good song, For Joy.
What?
The rest of them, I don't like the OST.
It's so
What?
good.
It's
This
so
is-
good.
It's just
kind of a
generic
crazy take.
orchestral. I never really liked just random orchestral.
Yeah, I hate all
Alright.
movies because it's a generic orchestra. Fuck you,
Ah.
Taming.
Okay,
No,
I agree
thank
to
you.
disagree.
That's a bad take. No, no, that's fine.
I've listened to the tried to listen through the OST so many times. I just don't like it. It's so forgettable to me.
So play the game, turn off the music, and then turn on your own.
Yeah. It's a great game, Taming. Like,
So
legitimately.
good, dude. You're
If you're
yeah.
into RPGs anyway, it's
I
amazing.
really liked too. Baldur's Gate 2. There was I love the world building in that game. Is really underrated. Like that tower that's just
Yeah.
right of the map. I forget what it is. That Necromancer tower.
The Tower Baller, I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It's like one of my favorite dungeons in all of games.
Yeah. Forgotten Realms is just a cool setting in general.
Yeah,
It's
man.
so friggin' complicated though.
Oh my
Yeah, Kindle
god,
Keep
dude.
is-
Yeah.
Cape is a really nice place. Wish it did more stuff with Greyhawk though.
There should be what?
Greyhawk. They use that for AD&D and 8.
Yeah.
3, but they haven't used it since really.
They used it as the default setting for 3.5 for a while.
Oh, okay.
But everyone swapped to Eberron pretty much, right?
They did Eberron and Forgotten Realms near the end of 3.5. Yeah, they did both.
Eberron kind of got shafted by the magic item system.
A little bit, but I also think it was, at least from what I saw, Eberron didn't take off because it like split the community, because there was a bunch of people who were like hard ass fantasy people who were there like, I don't
Right.
want flying ships and robots in my fucking fantasy game. Why is this in here?
Which fuck those guys because that's sick.
I don't mind it because I'm like, they're golems and
Yeah.
you have a fly spell. Why can't you make a flying ship? Sure.
Yeah.
Although I am one of those people who's like, I don't really want guns in my D&D.
See, yeah, guns. Yeah, that's a different line that crosses it. Have you seen the D&D movie?
No, I want to, but mind spoilers if you want to share though. I
Uh,
heard
I
it's
thought-
just like a funny movie. It's not
I-
like a super serious drama or
What
anything.
movie?
The D&D
The D&D.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went in with like, oh, this could be crap. It was just good entertainment. It was very good. It's very accessible for people that have never played D&D before. But at the same
What I heard-
time, they made it very good for people who have played D&D. They're like, they put these little like things and you're like, that's a nice touch. Yeah, I really liked it.
Oh, hey, So. Oh, hi, chat.
Except so. The blind audience really, really enjoyed it. What?
How about the deaf audience? Or the paraplegic?
Maybe well, I bet the paraplegic loved it. No, literally, fucking, actually good movie. How they felt immersed. Yeah, the sound design was nice.
Unlike Divinity Original Sin 2.
Fuck off, Taylor. Just because you don't like the music doesn't mean the sound design is bad. You haven't even
And then-
played it enough to hear all the sounds in that game.
I don't
What's
own the
crazy
game.
too
You don't
is,
even
like,
own the game. You haven't even played it? You've just listened to the OST and you're like, nah, not for me. Are you fucked?
It's like widely
fucked.
agreed. It's one of the best RPGs ever, not just like of a generation or anything, ever, and including most people are like the OST's great. You're actually insane.
Okay. So Taming, just so I can get into this headspace. Before you play any game, you listen to the OST, and if it's not good enough, you won't even touch the game.
Yes.
What?
I feel like that's gotta be like almost the equivalent of like racism, right? Like that's up there.
Alright, what happened?
You're a gaming racist.
What?
Not you, Taming.
Well, I'm not a crook.
We have decided we're canceling Taming.
Yeah, he is
Okay.
hard fucking canceled. You soundest.
Sound.
Fucked up.
Me and
It's not
Chris
even a
were,
good soundist take.
yeah. Me and Chris were talking about how amazing Divinity Original Sin 2 is. Like, one of the
Okay.
most perfect video games out there. And Tammy was like, oh, I've never touched it. The OST is bad. And we were like, okay, hot take, it's really good, but if you don't like it, whatever. But then we discover that Tammy hasn't even played the game. He listened to the sound. He listens to, before he plays games, he listens to the soundtrack, and if it isn't good, he doesn't fuck with the game at all. Doesn't
Interesting.
even bother.
So it's like the polar opposite of me, for example, where like I'm not super auditorily inclined, so like I don't particularly care one way or another.
Yeah. You're canceled.
I used
Wait,
to.
he's
And I-
canceled for having a high preferability towards music? Why-
But don't
why-
call it a
It's not
bad
just
game.
that. Yeah,
It's not a
one that he
bad
went from I don't like the music to it's a bad game. Two, it's a bad take because the music is great.
Yeah.
So it's like double whammy.
That's fair.
3, I can't believe you do that for most games. Why do you play League? That's not a good soundtrack. It's
That's actually
boring
true.
as shit. It's boring,
Imagine that.
standard orchestral shit. Taming.
I don't know. They got like K-pop and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. So there's difference. The music for League of Legends is bad, but the music that the company Riot produces is great.
Fire. Oh my
Yes.
god, absolutely. Yeah, but the in-game music, shit. That's why
Yeah, it's
I've had it
trash.
turned off for 8 years. I don't even
I
remember
don't
what
know.
it sounds like.
I don't need music for League of Legends. I fucking revel in the sounds of the screams of my enemies.
Yes,
That's the music
same,
to my
bro.
ears. That and probably dubstep. Realistically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taming just listens to minions die to Shen Blade.
Yeah, the whoopa, whoopa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like sound effects max, so it's
Yeah.
like just that like.
Who needs music
The
when you
fucking
can listen to the
TPA
sounds
Shen.
of toxicity? God.
You mean
yeah.
like toxicity, like the song Toxicity? No.
No,
Okay.
you're thinking of the song Toxic.
Am I?
You're
Yeah.
toxic.
Toxicity.
I'm slipping under.
The
Toxicity
toxicity of our city.
of our city.
Yeah.
Okay, so different
There you go.
songs. We're
Chris, I'm
on
so
the
glad
same.
that you're like more metalhead than you appear.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah,
That's that shit
Chris
I
is
grew up
all
on,
metal and rap, and it's really like you wouldn't expect it.
That's my shit.
I love
Yeah,
it.
pretty much.
Although I recently got heavy into this guy who is neither of those genres, and the music he plays, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell people I listen to him, but I really fucking like it.
Go on.
No, not while we're on stream.
All right,
Anyway.
Wow.
I respect it.
Motive check. Sense motive on Chris. All right.
If
So
you
what did I miss-
insist.
What I missed while I
One
went
eight-
on a walkabout.
We just paused and shot the shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my dog had just fucking gone for a little self-designated play date at our neighbor's house with the other dogs. So I had to like fucking just trounce over there and pick him up.
Did he have fun?
Obnoxious as fuck. I think so. He also knows that like he's not supposed to do that. And it's very bad dog behavior. So like when I walked up, he was like,
He's like, I don't do shit. I just
"Arbitrary!"
teleported here, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm not angry, but I'm fucking furious. So come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Why am I so good at
why-
sensing motive? It's my whole shtick.
Yeah, dude,
I've
you have
ca-
to sense the motive of the person you're trying to bone. Like, you
Yeah,
know, it's-
bro.
That's
The
true.
seducing behavior is all sense motive and bluff, probably.
He
Oh,
got
that's
told
fair.
one
I have a-
time that
yeah.
the person.
You think my
You got
sense
told-
motive is good? You should see my disguise, diplomacy, and they're all +8. Like I can
Nice.
talk my shit through anything and pretend to be somebody else. Great
The
role
Rizzler got
play.
told that one of his partners like faked an orgasm once, and he's like livid about it since.
Yeah. He was like, never again,
It's forever scarred.
never again.
Alright, so he obviously can tell as Tarika started to share even just this briefest like personal information about Click, then he was like, no, we're not sharing anymore. Stop talking. Haha, we're good. We're gonna go now. We have to go charge the ship. Hang up. I'm gonna go make sure they're not messing anything up.
All right,
Catch you guys
have
later.
fun, Click.
Yeah, Shizu
Hey.
would like to hang around if everyone else is done talking to Teresa and would like to
Tarika.
inquire a little bit. Tarika would like to inquire, like, kind of one-on-one, a little bit more about Shinji. Shinjin.
Okay. So everyone has essentially one day, whether they shop more, just chill out on the ship, or whatever you want to do on Absalom Station. The world is your oyster. So not Irvin. She's gonna go investigate Sinjin. What are the other two doing?
Come back to me.
I'm gonna go play around in the maintenance shafts.
Jesus Christ.
The mated shafts of the fucking space station?
Yeah. I want to see what I find.
What is your objective? Just to, like, learn their inner workings, to, like, plant a fucking, like, bio agent? Like, what are you trying to do?
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
What do you
just
have
hang
in
it out.
mind?
To be
Just
quite
hang it
honest,
out.
that's kind of like the range, right? Of, like, like what his character is gonna do, right? It's like either gonna cause, like, mass devastation or is for, like, research purposes.
Or we could just take a nap. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe that's, like, the most comfortable place for his race or whatever.
Hanging out. in the
Sure.
maintenance shafts.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, airflow or something. I don't know.
Nice.
All
Alright,
the
so-
light and the darkness of these shafts are mine and mine alone.
So Irvin goes and claims the shadows on Absalom Station. What is the Rizzler doing?
Oh, God. I don't know yet.
I can give you a minute and address what.
Yeah.
Shizu-
Yeah, let's do that.
So for Shizu, how is he going about looking into Sinjin?
Real quick, our contact that starts with a T that I keep on forgetting the name of hilariously.
Tarika.
Tarika?
Tarika's a Yosoki, right?
She's not her.
Yeah. Yeah, he is an otter. What the fuck are they called?
I hope.
Mary?
Oh, I thought it was
Okay,
just
so
gonna be
it's
something
like-
stupid
it's
like
the
otter
rat
folk.
people. Yeah, so it's like the rat folk, which is a different race than the Yosoki, which are like the rat people.
This is what she looks like.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I will-
looking up for canon to see if I have any, like, racial conflicts with it. Like, for example, the Kasatha fucking hate the rat people. They find them, like, retarded and, like, very, like, evil and, like, malicious and, like,
Okay.
for whatever reason and stuff. So I'm just looking for that. What race is she?
It's called the Brenneri. I'll spell it for you.
Brunary or Renary?
Brenneri.
Okay.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Breh. Cool. I have no affiliation with them. That's fine. I'd like to just go and talk with her real quick, see if she can give me any other, like, clarifying information about the contact and, where we're going and anything else that she might know contextually.
Right, so you'll call her back up, and
I might
I
actually
assume-
go to her in person.
you want to go to the offices?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how, like, inconvenient that is or whatever.
I mean, you have the whole day, and it wouldn't be too hard to walk there. You could just spend 1 credit on a taxi to get you there.
Yeah, I'll do. Sure, I will minus 1 credit. Stand by. Equipment. Credits. Okay, I have 667 credits now. Cool.
Nice. Dang, you're so rich. What the fuck? Give me
Yeah.
some money.
I didn't like buy. I didn't need to buy shit like level 1 or whatever.
I want
It's
you to
like,
drown,
I think our
but I'm
difference
out
is
of
literally
coins.
my computer.
Good.
yeah.
I need
basic
to do
hammer
these community
and,
events
cover
more
rolls,
often.
and that's like pretty much all I have.
So I'm not.
I got some like first aid kits and stuff,
Susceptible
but
to
it's like
drowning.
negligible pricing.
So when you get there,
gonna
it
drink my
is
water
a
peacefully.
huge corporate tower. You can't even see the top when you're at the bottom, and you're let in, and you meet with a robotic assistant or a secretary, basically at the front. There's actually
It might be
several
fun
of them
for
in
you,
a
but it's
large
painful for me.
semicircle office space where they're like directing people that are coming in person.
I do remember laying on the floor.
and,
Taming. I don't
But
have a
you
clip
work
of
there,
that,
so they
though.
like take your ID, scan, recognize that you're an employee,
And I wish I
and
did.
basically
I wish I
give
recorded
you
the whole
a
main
key
stream.
card that you're gonna go put in the elevator, and it will make
But I
it so the
didn't.
elevator only takes you to the floor that they have like programmed in the key card, so that you can't like wander around, basically.
Yep.
So overall, it's not too difficult to end up
That night was
in
very
the
surreal.
large and endless office space of this floor, and you head
Can't
over
wait for
to
the second one.
Tarika's office. And so as you come in, she kind of like spins her wheelie chair around to see who came to her office, and she's like, "The papers are not." Oh, hi. What are you doing here?
Tarika, most humblest of greetings. How are you today?
These
you
nuts
get-
are surreal.
Did you just come right here?
Hold on.
yes. Where else would I have gone?
I don't. Oh, I mean,
I
I'm
just
not complaining, but oh, you could have called.
Oh, it's quite all right. It wasn't that much out of the way. I wanted to speak to you in person, privately, to discuss the matters of the next job.
Oh, okay. She like climbs on top of her desk to look over the edges of the cubicle and make sure the other nearby ones are empty. And then once she established that, she sits down and like rolls a chair over for you. Okay,
Which is
what?
like super funny because I'm like 7 feet tall, so I'm like standing there looking at her, looking at all the different cubicles. I know they're already like totally empty.
Yeah, you could already see.
Yes, I believe we are alone. We can speak in private. I would like to discuss exactly how this job was procured by the company.
We just get requests in our database, and she kind of like points to the computer behind her. And it's just a long list of jobs that are constantly coming in and disappearing almost in real time as different dispatchers assign them to drivers like you guys.
Interesting. Do you know anything about this individual that we have to pick up the weapons from?
Well, the guy who we're buying them from, Lord Sinjin, you're not actually going to meet him on this job. You're going to meet with someone who works for him, one of his contacts.
What is his name?
The contact, she turns around and pulls up the job listing again, goes through the notes. A drow named Taus Jarzid.
Taos, the Jarzid.
Taus Jarzid.
Literally Jarzid. Okay.
Yeah.
Jarzid. Taos. That's a cool name. Taos Jarzid.
Yeah. The notes that I'm looking at here it says Sinjin's not even on the planet that you're going to pick these up. So I guess he just runs a big weapons business or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Tell me more about Taos. This sounds like a slightly more dangerous endeavor than what we last went upon, and we were attacked by raiders in the most recent endeavor, so I'd like to get as much information as possible to keep it, above board.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know very much about him in particular. It just says that he is the agent of Lord Sinjin, and that he's gonna help you pick up your things. Hopefully, ironically, it will be less dangerous than your last job, because going to the planet Apostate is a drow world. It's very much they run a really tight ship there, so like I don't think you have to worry about goblins messing with you in the port.
I'm familiar, unfortunately. The Apostate world, what's the name of the actual planet that we're going to? Just for my own notes.
It's called Apostate.
It's literally just Apostate. Got it.
Yeah, that's the drow planet that you're going to, and then the mining planet that you're going in near space to drop off the shipment is called Voxa.
And so we're dropping off the weapons. Voxa. Weird. Mining planet. And so we're essentially delivering these weapons so that the local race can fight off the Gideon army, I'm assuming?
No. We are giving them
Yeah.
to the Gideon army. You're selling to
fight
the
off
hobgoblins.
Oh, we're selling to the hobgoblins. Wait,
Yes.
so we're essentially helping them with like a fucking intergalactic conquest to like reclaim
Yep.
forcibly.
We're
I don't
putting
know how
down
she feels
insurrection.
about this.
We are
She's
the
like, look,
weapons.
look, look.
We are the weapons suppliers helping the Russians conquer Ukraine right now.
Yeah, basically 100%.
I don't want to pull real world into this, but
I just
understand.
did.
It's a really good comparison because the Russians are like, there's some Russians that live there, so we could have conquered everything, and these
Yep.
hobgoblins are like, hobgoblins used to live on that planet. That's ours now.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't want to talk like fucking global politics. It's
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
it's like too convoluted. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm morally somewhat opposed to this, but I guess Shizu will go along just to get along.
He's like, yeah, like it's not. I know it's not the greatest job in terms of like how you feel about it, but it's on the list. Someone else is gonna deliver it if you don't, and this is the highest paying job on there for like a while that I've seen.
It sounds somewhat contentious. Wouldn't there be a degree of danger associated with this kind of endeavor? We're essentially shipping arms for a rebellion or I don't know, an aggressive overtake of a entire planet. Won't this upset some people?
I mean, the people it would upset are the ones probably gonna get shot with the guns. So
So as long as we do our job properly, it's not our problem.
yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, well, I don't know how seedy your life has been, so maybe you don't know. But it's like when you're doing something bad for someone who is really bad, it's less dangerous because everyone knows the guy that you're working for is really scary, and if they mess with you, they have to deal with him afterwards. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, is that you guys are going to be working for some very dangerous people, the Drow and the Hobgoblins, and no one will mess with you because they don't want them to get angry.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you very much for the information, Tarika. Do you have any other specifics that you can tell me about?
Not anything special that would help with this.
Okay.
Atlas, are you still
I
in
guess
chat?
Then,
I have a joke for you.
fucking Shizu will leave Tarika, not benefiting very much from the conversation necessarily, just kind of getting another overview. Didn't really parse out any information, unfortunately. Can I take? I guess take 20 doesn't make sense, but what do I know about the Drow? I probably have just from background, probably have a pretty in-depth knowledge of it, but I don't know how you want to work that, Chris.
Yeah, you can do a
Just offering
culture
you
check.
it looks like, hey.
Woo!
Nice.
1/6 of a Pepsi. Let's go.
That's a dude, that's like a 48 ouncer though. Yeah, that's like, or
It's
36.
a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Brought to you by Pepsi, the cool, refreshing taste of delicious.
You'd
Also
like to
spawned by
sponsor us.
Thousand Island dressing.
I wish I was sponsored by Pepsi. Damn.
Thousand Island dressing.
Yeah,
If I was
not a
sponsored by
brand, just
Pepsi-
all Thousand Island.
That means I would get as much Dr. Pepper as I'd want.
Nice.
Peter, what? Peter, are your fingernails painted?
They are.
You didn't notice until now?
Quite obviously they are. I noticed like his thumb, like on his left hand or whatever, like
Oh.
at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why? What color is that? Why'd you choose
It's
to paint
purple. Because I
them? Yeah, it
wanted
looks
to.
like a maroon. Yeah, it looks like a nice maroon.
Because I wanted to. Because I painted them once back in like January, February, and I got a shitload of compliments, and it felt really good. And so
Yeah.
I did it again, and I'm like, yeah, this feels great. I got pretty hands, boy.
I 100% know what you're talking about. I did
Yeah,
that
dude.
with black finger paint, and like, oh my god, endless compliments.
People go fucking wild for it. They're like, that looks so good.
Yeah.
That's
It
so
makes
cute.
them
I'm like,
very suckable.
thank you.
Apparently.
what?
Taming, that was the most inappropriate thing you've ever said in your life.
Wait. He has to reiterate it now.
It makes them the most suckable?
That is true. That is true.
Is
It
that
does
what you
increase the
said?
suckability of your
Woo,
fingers.
taming. It's getting hot in here. You
Jesus.
dog.
Anyway, what the fuck were we saying? Oh, you could do a culture check about Drow.
Okay, cool. I
Holy
wonder
shit,
what
dude.
EC you're gonna give me. You said culture? Bet, bitch. It's a fucking class skill.
Nice.
And
Okay,
I have a racial bonus. It's crazy.
And you
I
rolled a
know.
10.
I swear on culture.
But you only rolled a 4. That's okay.
I know.
So you don't know a ton about Drow culture, but because of your past, you do know more than like the average person was because you have interacted with them before.
Yeah.
You know a few like racial traits. They're really sensitive to light, so any like flashbangs or bright areas like particularly affect them if you need to like be in combat. They all are a little bit like racially resistant to magic, so they get like bonuses essentially on their saves. Is how it works out to game rules. You know that also. Okay.
Real quick, does that include like the spells that like the Rizzler uses, like Mind
Yeah.
Thrust and shit? Okay, cool.
The other thing that you know is that their base culture, so this would also apply to the planet Aposte, is very matriarchal. So all the women are in charge of everything, and the men are like, you're allowed to be warriors, but you can't be politicians. You can't own property, basically, and all this other stuff.
Interesting.
Finally,
And-
a culture that makes sense. Am I right?
And this is only like a side bit for you. You know that Sinjin in particular was like, this is bullshit because I'm a dude and I can't do anything here. So he essentially left. That's probably why he's not. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go do my own thing somewhere else then.
And what's their intertwined nature? I'd imagine
Ayo?
there's
Hydra?
something to do with that, with the Golden League, or am I not familiarized with that?
I mean, the Drow in general.
Yeah.
Atlas, do you know that
or
you can't say
specifically
e-girls anymore?
The planet that we're going to.
Yeah,
The
so
planet Aposte.
you
Like,
don't-
what's the Golden League's like influence in the Aposte
area.
planet? Yeah.
You don't know if they have any particular ties to like any government entity or anything like that on the planet.
Well, it's just a
but
switch.
you do know
we
just
call them
because
eye
of the
ladies.
very like warlike and espionage nature of Drow society that there are a lot
Hey,
of Drow
ladies,
in the
that's on
Golden
your
League in
face.
general. So like, if anything, planets like Aposte would be like good recruiting grounds for the Golden League.
Gotcha. Interesting. So it's kind of like
Ooh,
what is that country that allows like espionage shit? Fuck.
you got
it's
fucking
in
got.
Europe. It's like kind of southeast, approximately. Oh God, why can't I think of it? I'll think of it later. I'll bring it up. Okay, cool. Strongly matriarchal. But we're meeting with a guy, right?
You don't know
Yes.
that? Oh, yeah.
Taru-
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Tarus Jarzid, and we're meeting him on the planet Aposte. But Lord Sinjin probably was
That's the biggest betrayal.
exiled or decided
Man.
to leave Drow culture.
Ouch.
It sounds like. Okay, cool. Well, fuck. Do I know anything about the hierarchy
Gotta
or
stay
the
on your
actual,
toes,
like,
Atlas. I'm that good.
interdynamics of the militaristic nature of the Drow culture? So, for example, like, who runs the ports, or like, what the lead commanders are, like, what their surveillance state looks like, yada yada yada.
So you do know some basics about it that you learned in your previous work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know that Drow, if it's like normal Drow culture, so Sinjin notwithstanding, most Drow culture is broken up into houses, which are essentially like mini governments in themselves, and they all own different territories. So like a generic spaceport is going to be run by a particular house, and they're also going to run like all the businesses in that area and stuff like that.
Okay, so kind of like Game of Thronesy almost, like split into
Yeah.
like different houses that like maintain like authority over different realms of territory.
Yep, pretty much.
And are they all underneath like one queen, I'd imagine, as a matriarchal society?
They are all essentially following the same religion that sort of binds them all in a loose collective government. So there's like a billion queens essentially scattered over a ton of different planets that they colonize, but they all
There's
serve the
not
same
one
god.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's not like one true queen. There's just one true god that they respond to.
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to roll a different culture check to know about that religion, or is it not
Yes.
applicable at this moment? Okay, cool.
I mean, you don't know it. You could just learn it or know stuff if you want, but whether it's applicable to what we're doing, you have to like find out, I guess.
I got you. 100%. Yeah, I'll see whether or not Sinjin and I talked about it. I'd imagine that he might still be within the religion, even though he's kind of like, rejected himself from that society. He might still follow the practices. So maybe we talked about it. Maybe we didn't. Let's see if the culture check checks out.
Yeah.
I know everything, baby. Tell
Yeah.
me it all.
But the reason you know a lot is because Sinjin has bitched about it endlessly.
That's what I thought.
He very much is not a part of the religion. He rejected it in its entirely. Basically, the Drow worship different demon queens. So there's like multiples of them. But yeah, so they have different aspects and stuff that they can worship. But all of them are generally not pleasant. They're evil. The Drow Empire is evil, etc.
Cool. Interesting. Worship demon queens. Cool. Do I know anything about the port that we're going to pick up? Like, who controls that port specifically?
You don't know which house does, but you do know this is like their main planet that we're going to. So it is some of the most powerful Drow houses that own the different territory there.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I think that's all I'll go with for now. That's a pretty good base of knowledge to dive into this. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for culture checks, dude. Let's go. Okay, I'll probably go shopping after that, so these guys can do their stuff, and I'll look at some equipment that I need to purchase.
So for
I am
Irvin,
familiar with that
he
that
has
bird.
managed to
am.
find his way to one of these, mechanical tubings, and he's just crawling around there, enjoying his time, seeing little cleaning robots go by every once in a while to maintain the niceness of these tunnels. They kind of bump into him a bunch of times and have like little sensors. They try and clean him and get him the fuck out of there.
How
But
does that?
they're not dangerous.
How
or
does the
anything, so-
shoebill stork remind me of?
What solution do they use
Remind
in
you
the
of me.
robots?
Like what cleaning solution?
Yeah.
I don't know, Absalom clean. I guess something generic. It's it's government funded, so it's got to be like lowest common denominator type shit.
Okay. Is there a trash compactor?
I'm sure there would be somewhere.
We're gonna go find it.
To do what?
Oh, you know.
I'll let you do.
It looks like it. Just a little dude vibing. Sure, not little though.
I'll let you do a survival check. Why
Wait,
did
what?
this work? All right, you navigate your way through and you find you find one of the trash compactors and there's gonna be like a ton because this place is huge, but you find the nearest one.
Does it have an off switch?
Duh.
It's probably automated by like a master station somewhere, so I don't imagine there's an off switch. Oh no, there'd probably be like an emergency off switch.
Are the bots pick up a? Can I pick
Yeah.
up a? I want to pick one up and see how it reacts to the trash compactor.
You pick it up and you throw it in.
Yes.
Pick it up, you throw it in. It tries to just like automatically right itself and then start climbing out, but the trash compactor crushes it, and you hear the metal, get destroyed and some wires shattering and a little bit of sparks and stuff. But then the compactor just opens again, and you see the debris down there, and it's just destroyed.
I'm satisfied. I'm done here.
Start to make your way back out. For the Rizzler, what did he get up to?
Rizzler had a photo shoot in town. He's gonna do his profession.
Oh, nice. Make some money.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright, you can
I
roll
guess
a
you need
check.
yeah, profession check. Fuck! Was not that good.
Alright, but you earn money equal to double your roll. So you get 16 credits.
All right.
You got 1 sub.
Woo!
Nice.
Doing it.
Man. Play D&D for like 15 years. Never once do you get a porn star check. Until now.
That's why I gotta keep it funky and fresh, Chris. You never know what's coming next.
That's true.
Dude, what happens if he's on a photo shoot and he fucking nat ones? Does he just like, just like can't get it up, or like fucking just like
man.
blows it like super early? It's like, fuck, I'm so sorry, guys. Loses.
This
all.
never happens, I swear.
Just give me more work, god damn it.
Okay.
Fucked up, dude.
Everyone has their day on Absalom before we all gather back up at the ship, newly recharged. Yes.
While I'm like shopping around after I go and talk to Tarika, can I go anywhere where I can procure like books, essentially, to like increase my knowledge on like some of these characteristics? I'm gonna kind of like double down on like the historian element of the character, so I try to like procure information material about different cultures and races if I have time to prep it beforehand.
Yeah, so instead of like, they do have physical books here, but generally they're not like just sold to people. What you do is you purchase access to online databases and libraries. And stuff like that.
Classic.
Yeah. So you can, yeah. So you can spend 10 credits per like subject matter essentially, and then it will be sent to your computer, and it will give you +2 on relevant checks if you like do research on it.
Cool. So I also need to purchase a computer, which is awesome.
Actually,
awesome.
Chris.
Yeah.
Can part of my time in the maintenance shaft be trying to make like a false wall, like trying to hide part of the maintenance shaft to make like a hideout here?
With what are you making a false wall?
Scrap
Good
metal instead, trying to like use a welding tool to make like a wall you can push in that
Yeah,
looks
you
like
can-
flat.
You can try. Oh, there's no craft. Oh, you need an engineering check. You cannot get it to stick for the life of you. You spend most of the day failing at putting up this wall.
Okay. That's it.
All right. So yeah, for Shizu, you can buy as many of these as you want, essentially. So 10 credits per, and it's like topic specific, and it's generally pretty narrow, so you can't just be like +2 on all drow checks. Like it's got to be a little more narrow than that.
Okay, so how specific are we talking? So, like, for example, if I wanted to procure a couple of different data entries for drow culture, drow weaponry, the port that we're going to, yada yada yada, how specific would you like me to be?
It would be like drow weaponry would probably be one on its own. You could do like the city that we're going to rather than just like the drow port or whatever, and it'd be like information about that city in general, different houses, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, could I do the drow city, the port that we're picking up the weapons from?
Mhm.
All right, that's one. Drow racial characteristics and like lineage and stuff. So like, their special abilities, yada yada yada, all their interdynamics. And then anything on the Golden League when it comes to like weapons trafficking and hobgoblins. Because I don't think I know shit about hobgoblins.
You can do one about like cultural of hobgoblins or like history of hobgoblins, something like that. But there is not one about the Golden League.
Interesting. Anything on weapons trafficking specifically, or like these? Essentially, it sounds like the hobgoblins are just like romping around, just conquesting random, random planets and shit. Can I procure any information on that topic? Like, who's leading it? What the actual realistic implications of it are? Yada
You
yada
can
yada.
do like the politics of the
yeah.
Gitaran Empire.
Yeah.
Or Gitaran Authority, it is. But...
Gitaran Authority politics. Yeah, so one generic hobgoblins, one Gitaran Authority politics, something just generic drow information, and then specifically drow lineage and history when it comes to the city and port that we are accessing.
Mhm.
So 40 credits in total.
Yep.
Cool, I'll take it. And then also, I don't know computers. I like pulled up the webpage real quick, and I don't know. I just need something that I essentially just use as like a, like a book essentially that just a Kindle.
Yeah.
Kindle will like reference like information like at whenever I need.
Yeah, you could just get a tier 1 one. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
The only like real limit is it's easy to hack if you care, and then its power supply is like kind of short.
Nah, yeah. I mean, how much am I really going to be using it? Like, not plugged
Yeah.
into the system or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay, or 50 for a tier 1 computer.
Mhm.
Pog. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
Any other business on Absalom anyone would like to do?
I mean, I bought drugs, but that was just a fun.
I'm good.
I'm
Successful
always
photo
going to
shoot.
assume wherever we land, you spend some amount of credits on drugs.
It's like a tax.
The safe bet.
Chris, I'm just gonna keep a page of like a book list or whatever. Does it give me like a flat like reduction in DC or like a +2 to
Yeah,
culture
it gives you
topic or what?
it gives you +2 on questions that are relevant to that topic if you like are sitting down and researching it. So it can't be like in the moment when you're having a conversation with a
I have
dude.
to I have to like preemptively do it or whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby!
There it is.
Yo, you gotta put that shit behind a paywall. Hold up, you can't just give that to
It
us for
is
free.
normally.
Okay. Oh, so you're just like sharing, like, guys, check out this photograph.
Babe, you have to see how hot I looked on this couch.
I love it, dude. It was so plush too. I love it.
Oh, softest couch ever.
You shall finally find your mate.
One
I don't think
mate?
that's what he's looking for.
A singular mate? What are you? A monogamist?
Monogamous?
Oh!
I feel like that's such an insult in the far future, though.
It's too realistic commentary for today's day and age.
Kind of an insult in the Pacific Northwest, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Irvin, I don't know if you know very much about human culture, but we don't do that anymore.
You don't serve one queen, many males? How weird.
How weird.
We're not bugs.
Or drow, apparently.
Is the level so for the computer? The level is like the tier. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Oh my god, my token is working.
Your token?
Oh, for the longest time, whenever I took damage or like stamina damage, like the little bars above my token wouldn't sync
Oh
up.
yeah, mine worked too.
Like it'd stay
Oh.
full, but now it's actually lesser than the max. Oh, sweet.
Ah, nice. Can you guys see each other's bars or no?
No.
No. I wonder if I can change that.
I think you can, I just forget how.
Can you guys see the Rizzlers now?
Should be 18 out of 18 and then 10
I see
out
his
of 12.
name now.
Yeah, I see Captain Rizzler. God damn it.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, wait, I see. Okay, now can you see his bars?
Yep.
Yes,
Yes.
but
Ugh.
no numbers on the bars.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it's
Colored bars. Okay.
just like a
visual
just to give
indicator.
you a visual, yeah, like, oh, he's looking really
So if
fucked
he's
up.
laying on the ground, bloody and broken, he'd barely have any color there. Yeah.
But if he's laying on the ground, bloody and broken, and both of the bars are full, then
And he is
everyone knows
exactly
it's
where he
bullshit.
needs to be.
Then he's just like thinking. He's like
He's
"Look
having
at
a
me,
good
I'm so
time."
injured. Ah."
Oh, I'm so helpless. I hope somebody doesn't take
Yeah,
advantage
please
of
don't
me.
attack me. I'm
Oh,
unconscious.
darn. Yeah, Rizzler's such a switch. Jesus.
Hey
Hilarious.
Chris.
No,
Speaking,
click is.
speaking to the
Right.
so speaking to the bars and everything, what is the third bar? Is that actually reflective of anything. I guess it's like the red bar, like on the far left.
Oh
I
yeah.
know that green is HP, blue on the far right is stamina. Does the red bar actually do anything? Cause I would love to like, you know, actively toggle that back and forth to like show what my attunement level is.
Yeah, you can totally change it to your attunement level and custom make it if you want. By default, it's set to show everyone's KAC.
Okay. My KAC and my EAC tend to coincide.
Mine don't.
Oh shit!
I mean, it'll.
If I change it, if I change it, it actually changes the stat of my KAC. So I'm not gonna do that.
Right, I turned it off so it's not tracking your KAC. Did it fix it?
Send help, Chris.
No. We break your AAC and now it's 3 forever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 forever.
You're doomed.
How do we
Alright,
fix that?
can you make it track the KAC again?
Wait, fuck. What was your KAC before?
There's one.
12.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it directly coincides with my EAC, which is 11 at the moment, but increases and decreases based off of
Right.
which mode I'm in and if I have solar armor on and yada yada.
Where the fuck is the K?
Yep.
Okay,
Looks
did
like
it fix
it's
it?
to 11.
Okay, and then I'll track nothing. Okay, did that change your KAC, or is it still 11?
KAC is still 11.
Okay, perfect. Now you should be able to put your bar in there for 3 for 3.
Perfect. So 0.
Or 0 out of 3.
3. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it changes. Perfect. Thank you.
We got there.
Woo!
Okay. So you guys get back on the ship. Alan is currently planning on, planning the route into the ship. We were good to go.
Oh, thanks, Click. Any issues?
Nope, everything's great.
Great. Click.
Yep. It's great.
When are we requiring the larger ship?
Um,
Space!
That is an awfully big shit. You have lofty goals there.
There's nowhere to hide and roll around.
Because I locked all of the tunnels so you couldn't get in them.
That explains it. Well done, Alan.
Yeah, I'll give you the password, by the way, to the core after this.
Much appreciated.
Yep.
Anyway, how long is
I
it gonna take to get there?
It's gonna take, let's do the piloting check.
Woo!
Plus 2 from the $3 compass I got.
Best fucking compass.
Yeah, anyone else gonna
Ooh,
help out?
11
Nope.
technically.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little
I,
distracted
too,
by the
have
lack
the
of
compass.
maintenance shafts. I'm like rolling on the ground.
I'm helping.
Easy, go sit down.
Understood. I'll go and read about drought culture or something.
It's gonna take 3 days according to our
All right.
calculations.
Sounds good. You boys ready for a 3-day trip?
To go to a dangerous a dangerous planet and buy a bunch of guns? Yes.
Arms smuggling, schmarms snuggling. You love those schmarms. They're so snuggly.
Yeah. I think it's only smuggling if it's illegal, and it's legal where we're going, so.
Smuggling no more. We're set, baby. Let's go.
Arms dealers, as it were.
Have any of you
I love War
dealt
Dogs.
with the drow before? That's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
really good movie.
Yeah, it's super good. Have any of you had the unfortunate nature of dealing with the drows before? They are not the most friendly and accommodating people.
Did the drought do drugs?
Yeah, they do.
I've met them many times.
Countless.
I've
met
never had a
one
personal
once.
encounter with one, but they're so pretty. I just want to squeeze them.
I would resist the desire to squeeze them.
Oh, I
They
just
tend
know
to
they would
squeeze-
stab me if I tried, but they're just so
Yeah.
attractive.
Yes, they tend to squeeze back. Also, and
Why
he's
not
gonna
buy
turn-
a plushie of one?
He's gonna turn
I'm
specifically
really into
disregarding
stuff.
plushies. Wait. Wait, the Rizzler has like no physical like connections. He has like no interest in like
It's
the
just
commodification?
clothes. But
Okay, that's fair.
if he had a room,
Everything
it
else.
would be 0 decoration.
It would be just one big wardrobe
One big wardrobe and a bed smack dab in the middle.
with
That's
like a
hilarious.
rotating platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, mirrors.
There's
and,
two
like,
different
stuff.
independent rotating ones. So the bed spins one way and the outfit rack
Oh
spins the other.
yeah, dude, you
Alright.
get drunk and have the spins
Why?
on
Just
that.
like give people motion sickness? Like what's
For
the benefit?
fun.
I don't understand.
It's for fun. Duh.
Yeah, just for funsies.
Shizu's gonna specifically turn to the Rizzler at some point in time during this traversing and
Sure.
remind him very explicitly to not do any of his mind game shenanigans. The Drow are incredibly resistant to it, and they don't take kindly to having their minds prodded.
Well, I don't need to read their mind if I can just get them to tell me. They don't call me the Rizzler for nothing.
I understand. Just be wary of any spell endeavors. They
Oh, I know those are they're magic hungry bastards, but you know, if they're a little mean to me, I'm not gonna hold back. I'm a man of action.
definitely don't call them magic hungry bastards. But
Well,
okay,
that's what
move
they
on.
are, but
Dude, I figured it out. Shizu's like Jim from The Office. Figured it out.
Is he?
He's
Wait,
Jim.
Shizu is? I feel like Shizu, dude, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the character. Shizu's kind of like the big fucking guy in, fucking, what, Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever? They're like, that guy, but like
Drax?
not that retarded. Yeah, but similar in terms of like, somewhat monotone, thoughtful, kind of standoffish.
too literal.
Yes, a little bit too literal in certain instances, like doesn't understand like nuance
Yeah.
and shit, which is like why the Rizzler like doing like, you know, verbal linguistics, he's like, no, just don't do that. That's a very bad idea.
Oh no, I thought his reaction to that was very Jim-like. But maybe.
Interesting. Jim from The Office. Oh, Jim, not.
But Chris
okay.
didn't even go like to the camera, you know? Like
All right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't know my character yet.
It's okay. We're all learning except for the Rizzler.
oh yeah.
He's already figured it out.
As usual.
Sorry, Tammy. You also know that you have to do drugs and get everyone killed. Yeah.
God, what a lifestyle.
Seriously.
Jesus.
The greatest among us. Okay. Any shenanigans or roleplay or questions or research or anything else to do on the 3 days through Drift Space? We are not attacked this time by the leeches.
Fuck the leeches.
dope.
Did we need to repair our ship, by the way? In
No,
any-
it
Okay.
didn't do any physical damage to the ship. They were just siphoning the energy through it. So
Okay, I got you. I'd like to sit down whenever we have some off time. It's 3 days. I'd imagine Shizu can probably read pretty quick. Sit down and like burn through all of his books, which is like the Drow city and local culture, Drow kind of general information, Hobgoblins general information, and Gitaron authority politics.
Oops, did not mean to ping that.
I thought that was your culture check on it, but
Yeah,
Wait.
Peter has 19 batteries.
No,
Nice.
it should not read that way. It should be
Oh. Peter does not have 19 batteries.
no.
a lot of sex toys.
That's
lot
a
of
lot
sex
of
toys.
vibrator batteries, dude. Holy shit.
Gotta be prepared, man. Long journeys out in space.
No one wants to change a battery in the middle of a session. That's
It's
just ruins the whole
embarrassing.
vibe, dude. Okay, which check
you
do you want to?
Do you
Yeah,
want me
yeah.
to just roll 4 from the top? So Drow City, Drow, Hobgoblin, Gitaran, Authority, Politics. Do you want me to like take 20 or like how do you want me to do this? Just culture check?
Yeah, just roll them one at a time down the order, like you said.
Okay, so the first one is like Drow politics and such for the location. Second is for general Drow nature and culture. Third is for hobgoblins.
Damn it, you're too
And
fast.
The fourth is a reduction in the difficulty, the DC, by 5 because I guess it's like military shit, right? It's the Gitarin authority, like, geopolitics and stuff, right? Would you rationalize that one? Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Damn.
Cool.
Pop off, Queen.
Damn, dude. Damn! I rolled
Great.
19, 18, 8,
14.
and 14. Cool.
Okay, so the first one is the politics of the city we're going to, which you find out a few things. The city we're going to is called Night Arc.
Arc like ARC arc?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And it is run by a drow house called House Zayzerer, which I'll just spell that for you.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, some of these drow words are like hard
Yeah,
to pronounce,
man.
bro.
Yeah, dude.
And you basically learn that these guys are the largest mercantile drow house on the planet, and so they are like, whatever you want to buy, we will get it for you. And they have very strict laws about when you're coming onto their planet. It's essentially their version of anti-smuggling laws, but they're like, you're not allowed to bring outside goods onto our planet. Like, if you want to come here, you get to buy everything here.
Interesting. But can you
Our
sell
city.
your stuff there? So, like, bring stuff to sell to
Yeah,
local markets? Or,
it's
how
just
does
like
that
in,
work?
in bulk, basically. So, like, you could bring a pistol that's not bought from them, but if you bring a crate of pistols, they're gonna be pissed because they're like, "What are you doing with this?"
They're gonna be pistol, dude.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice.
Very sorry about that. I retract my statement.
Good. I don't have to kill your character today.
Okay, honestly understandable. That's okay. I'm just gonna make another operative bet, dude.
Sure.
So the drow said. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how like the fucking. So they're like traders, but you have to like announce everything that you're trying to trade. So like there's no
Like
like
customs.
under the table essentially, right? They just
Yeah.
have like a super intense
Heard
customs.
you
and
have, you have an
immigration.
owlbear
Yeah,
cut?
basically.
Fucking
Okay, cool.
sick, dude.
Okay.
What'd you name him?
And the next one was drow culture, which you didn't get very high. So you basically just didn't learn very much other than what you already knew. It's matriarchal. Their religion is demon-based, etc. Very militaristic peoples.
Old Bert.
Or
Fucking 10 out of
hobgoblins
10 name.
in
Atlas, well done.
particular. For the race, you know that they are essentially the larger cousin of goblins. They look very similar to goblins, except they're much taller and they're more muscled.
Goodness.
Unlike their smaller cousins, they are very intelligent. They're very structured. So all of their cultures, even if it's not necessarily in the Gideon authority itself, they're still very militarized. So they almost always run themselves as like the leader is the best military warrior kind of person.
Like very militaristic culture. Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Most of them, not all of them, but most of their societies have just gotten rid of religion, like it's banned, and they also are like they are not fond of spellcasters. So even people in their own culture who try to learn spells, they're like, no, stop that. Here's a gun. Learn how to fight.
Interesting. Okay.
Good thing I didn't buy 250 holy symbols.
Yeah, they would be pissed.
Like hobgoblin, like, hey, what's up? Oh shit! Just get the rest.
Quickly
like,
puts them into pockets.
Yeah. They're falling.
Pockets until hobgoblins fucking arrest you. Feels good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the only other thing you know is that when hobgoblins first started interacting with the pack world, they got into a lot of conflict with elven governments, and so there's kind of like large racial animosity between hobgoblins and elves.
Interesting. Wait, but aren't the drow
And
like,
drows are elves, right?
Yeah, drows
Drow
are
are
like,
dark
it's-
elves, so they're like a different ethnicity of elves. These guys fought with like regular elves, basically.
How do the drow feel about the hobgoblins?
If they're selling them weapons,
they're-
probably like
Yeah,
they
they're
have enough
mostly
money.
like
I don't know.
cool, whatever.
They might be selling the weapons to the hobgoblins because they're trying to lure them into a trap and like have the culture self-destruct, right? Like if there is like some hesitance, just because they're selling weapons doesn't mean that they're pro hobgoblin, right? Just means that maybe they're making a fuckload of money off selling weapons to the hobgoblins.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. In the general assumption with Drow is always Drow are pro Drow. Fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
It's usually how they roll.
Like total douches.
Yeah, basically.
Very
And the
anti
last one.
culture. Interesting. Elven races. Okay, cool. And then, sorry, I'm keeping my notes on a fucking just notepad. All right, go for it.
For the last one, the Gideon Authority is a militaristic nation in your space, like you said. They only recently begun a series of rapid expansions where basically it was a different planet that just had a large hobgoblin population on it, and it took over in a military coup, and then has just since had military victory after military victory and continued to expand after that.
And they're just like snowballing it.
Yeah, essentially. They very quickly took over their entire system, and then after that, now that's when they've been like, any planet that has hobgoblin ruins on it is ours. And since then, they have conquered a dozen planets.
Damn. They're really pulling a good old-fashioned blitzkrieg in that part of the system,
I
huh?
like it. It's crazy. So under what pretense are they? Did I learn anything about the hobgoblin culture? Like what exactly, the runes symbolize or signify? How large like the hobgoblin empire, I guess, was before some form of regression, obviously, because otherwise, the hobgoblins would own all these, planets, and they would need to do a conquest, right? Because they would all still be hobgoblin controlled.
Yeah, it's basically that they were much like most of the other sentient races. They had like their home planet, but then a lot of other planets had goblin or hobgoblin populations on them. But until this Gideon Authority rose, they didn't have one unified government, basically, and it was just a bunch of different warlords who owned different territory and different planets.
Okay, so now they're essentially trying to reclaim all of their territory, which isn't even necessarily theirs.
There's other tribes of hobgoblins that were unassociated to the original dudes.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily designate the planets and locations as hobgoblin territory, but they're just deciding to claim it as hobgoblin territory?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
So it could be a multi settled planet from a bunch of different races, but one of the people settled it was hobgoblin. Yeah, and so they're now it's ours.
Interesting. Has that led to any direct conflicts with the Drow and stuff? How's the Drow Empire interrelated with this?
So the Drow are still in the pack worlds, and so they're not they don't really have any territorial conflicts with the hobgoblins that you're aware of. There might be fighting outside in near space, but if it is, it's not public knowledge. So right now they don't really have any issues politically with each other.
They're just selling weapons.
Well, so selling weapons to an entirely different race and group, especially a militarized group that's on a conquest, right? It's kind of like China selling to Russia, if we want to use the real world analogy, right? Why would China be selling to Russia besides offloading and be all right, Russia, you go and fuck with NATO, with Ukraine and shit. We're gonna be over here doing our stuff, right? So it's almost like a redirection. It's you're using the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I'm wondering if there's any overlap in that context.
Money.
There could, it's just, that would be, it could just be money, but any politics stuff would be too close to actual Drow politics secrets that you probably wouldn't find it in these books.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting. Okay, cool. I will have to delve into that once we get to the Drow City night arc.
We're going to find the Drow Unabomber.
Dude, why do you bring up the Unabomber so much?
He likes him.
He's such a funny character. I like him. Wait.
Never how the fucking Unabomber's described.
Yeah.
Likes Unabomber, doesn't like Divinity Original Sin 2. Taming might be a sociopath.
Sus.
Okay, so
funnier character than we've ever had.
GZ spends 3 days researching any other business from anyone else on the strip?
Nah.
I'd obviously reiterate most of the information to everyone. You know, where we're going, what the drows are. Don't fucking mind thrust them because they will obliterate you.
Do we regain stamina? Isn't it 1 per day while we're traveling?
No, so it's you regain HP at your level plus con per day, and then you regain all your stamina when you sleep,
Oh, perfect. So cool.
and
Level
all your RP as well. But
Yeah.
level plus Constitution modifier.
yeah,
Got it.
in terms of HP, whenever you rest.
I got you.
Okay. Then, as we get through our 3 days, we come out of drift space, or the drift rather, and from space we see Aposte looks more like an abandoned moon than an actually inhabited planet. It doesn't appear to have a natural atmosphere, water, or any greenery. And as we get closer, we do see that it is dotted with cities and settlements, but unlike every other planet we go to that has cities and settlements, these ones have like virtually no light pollution, so it's really actually difficult to see most of them as we approach. But when we're going, our ship gets hailed by traffic control AI that basically is like, state your business, give me your identification, and then we have to go through like all the motions and stuff. It has our ship sit still as it's like, don't move, we're scanning your ship for illegal cargo and stuff like that. So it's a whole spiel that we have to like sit through for over an hour basically before they finally give us the go ahead. And they give us the landing bay assignment and then basically say, once you land, stay there, a security team will come to inspect you physically. We're like, great, there's a second inspection.
I'm gonna go hang out in my bed.
I think Shizu like preemptively informed them like, hey, you know, the customs and immigration is fucking brutal, so like we're gonna go through this protocol, and we should probably isolate Irvin into his like little area so that he doesn't cause any hubbub, because they're pretty fucking scary.
I give myself a sedative.
Sedate yourself. It's hilarious.
I love it.
Actually, wait, hold on. I have to roll damage against myself.
Why do you stab yourself so hard? Just
It's stamina damage. It's
I know, like I feel like it's stamina damage on other people because you're shooting it out of a gun. If you just give it to you yourself, like you go in a hospital, like it's not gonna hurt that bad, right?
No, this what's it called? The thing. What's the drug called? Like just said it.
You just have a drug that does damage.
Sedative. No, sedative.
Oh yeah, you're sedative. You're sedative.
They just do 1d4 stamina damage.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Damn, fucked yourself up.
fucking Dramamine you're just throwing in there? Like,
It's hilarious.
Jesus.
Okay. So as we descend, the Nightshade Towers of Night Ark jut into view, surrounded by great halls, smaller domes, and other enclosed buildings. As soon as we land, you see a group of 4 drow in armor and weapon come forward to basically like flag us down. We open up our airlocks and they come in. Basically, one drow stands there and has us like sit in our different chairs, so you like keep an eye on all of us while the other 3 move through the area and ask us like the normal sort of like grilling police-esque questions, like, are there any weapons aboard? Is there anything we should be worried? Like blah blah blah. But we don't have anything, right, Taming?
Yeah, so luckily, plausible deniability, right? He's sedated as fuck. He can't self-incriminate.
That's true. That's true.
Well, he can. He just wouldn't know if he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they end up going through the motions, which again takes way longer than we feel like it should, but they don't find anything of note on our ship, and then leave. And they're like, "All right, handle your business. You're good. Welcome to Night Ark." They
Thank
leave us
you.
there. And then basically, the moment they step off of our ship, there
I press
is
my power button,
your power button.
like on my computer.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought you were telling me you do that as soon as they leave, and I was like, "What do you mean? What power button?"
Irvana's
A bomb
actually
goes off.
just a fucking android. Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as they step off, there is on everyone's personal computers, whatever their phones. If they like for Click, he has his little like Google Glass type thing on, as well as a display on our computer. There is a tally that pops up, and you see it's got a custom UI that is essentially increasing in real time in fractions of credits a accumulating bill that's like how much air you're using, a water tally, any other materials necessary for life support, and it's basically just tracking every possible thing we use to live and move around, and it's tallying our bill, and it's like this will be charged on your exit from the planet or you can't leave.
Thank goodness this is a business trip and we can expense that. Woo-wee! Rizzler's gonna get right to business. He's gonna go meet Taos.
All right, so then we just need to head out to the meeting place called the Lamashu's Lair.
Lamashu's Lair.
Lamashu Lair.
Is it a bar? Or a cave? Or both?
A bar cave!
It's easy enough to look up on the equivalent of Google Maps. We don't have to do any checks to check for it. The infosphere, as it is called, basically it describes it as a cheap bar in one of the commercial domes nestled between the city's two famous purple towers. You see it's about 10 miles from the landing bay. Taxi will get us all there for 1 credit. Doesn't take very long.
Don't we need to drive our fucking hovercraft or whatever so that we can pick up the weapons and then bring
probably
them
not
back
at the bar.
Oh, so we're just making first contact and then we'll do pickup?
As far as we know,
Okay.
I mean, it's possible they're selling us the weapons at the bar, but
Probably
doesn't
not.
seem likely. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Who wants captain? Spending 1 credit on a taxi kind of seems like captain duties.
Absolutely, it
Wow,
is.
dude, what a bro. Fucking covers the $1 tax. Feels good.
Uber's on the captain.
Nice. Literally.
He's just gonna fucking charge it to the company afterwards. It's like, I got this. I'll cover all drinks. And fucking like writing it down for expenditures.
He'll find a way.
Okay. We get dropped off, no problems, going through the pretty dark city. So even from our taxi, it's hard to even get a good look at what the city is like, other than the things that are really close. But we do arrive at the small bar. As we enter, there's muted conversation and a stench of spilled alcohol that permeate this place, with the light being quite low as everywhere else in the city. Travelers of all species, though mostly the local majority, drow, orcs, and half-orcs, sit at the tables of the thoroughly stained aluminum tables. Said that twice. Nursing their drinks and keeping to themselves. Across the room, you see a pitted bar counter and black aluminum stools that beckon those eager to drink their sorrows away. Behind the bar is a rough-looking half-orc who eyes us curiously as we enter, as we are, much unlike Absalom, the most exotic-looking group of aliens in the bar currently.
Hell yeah.
We're the weirdos that walked in.
Rizzler grabs a drink.
Just head over immediately.
Oh yeah. Drink first, meeting second.
Shizu's gonna like follow somewhat behind the Rizzler. Kind of like ghosting him, but also like, trying to stay like far enough, or shadowing him far enough away that like anyone who was watching wouldn't necessarily discern that we were together. I'm gonna do a perception check for dangerous individuals lurking in the bar.
And can you do a deception check basically to act like you weren't with him as they walked in?
Sure. Deception.
Or what's it called in this edition? Bluff?
Disguise, bluff.
Bluff.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can't bluff for shit. Oh,
It's pretty good.
not bad.
Irvin just runs to the bathroom to do drugs off the second toilets.
I'm looking for like phone numbers and stuff.
Phone numbers.
That's cryptic.
Fucking like some note that's like, call Jenny for a good time type shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like maybe
Alan's just
maybe he's
gonna
just
walk
looking
with
for a
the
good
Rizzler.
time.
Okay. So looking around with a perception check, you see the back here, there's an open door where you can occasionally see a cook running back and forth. At the tables nearest us, most of them are just occupied by people who are having their own low conversations, other than like giving us the cursory glance when we walked in. No one looked, it seems like they're giving us particular attention. And then he doesn't know what are behind these other doors. So
Gotcha.
at the moment, it looks relatively safe. And as the Rizzler goes up and asks for a drink, the half-orc behind the bar will hand him one and just be like, 1 credit.
The pleasure's mine. Listen, you haven't sat a fine individual by the name of Taos, have you?
Oh, yeah. And as he starts to answer, the doors back here that we entered through a moment ago get kicked open, and a drow enters, dragging a protesting gnome alongside behind him. You see the drow wearing distinctive armor of House Zazerer, which matches some of the guards that were at the spaceport that we landed at. And he bears a long sword of pure black energy. You see motes of crackling power flow off of it and pop in the dark air, which Shizu recognizes as a fellow Solarian.
But he chose the fucking lunar weapon or solar weapon or whatever.
Yep.
Cool.
As he comes in, the gnome, in contrast, has his wrists pinned together with binders. And as he walks in, you hear him say, "I'm telling you, this is a big mistake, a huge mistake. I'm not who you think I am." And the drow, without even looking back, just drags the gnome and puts him on the bar. And he kind of just like rudely steps past Alan and the Rizzler and just interrupts their conversation with the barkeep. And after dropping the gnome off, and he says, "Here's your bounty, Caden, as promised." And you see the half-orc kind of like get distracted from your question and like look at the gnome. And here are some pictures.
My, what an entrance you know how to make.
Dang, I wonder what his name is.
This dude's name's Horizon? That's fucking cool. Damn.
His name is indeed Horizon. So
Wait,
sorry,
wasn't
huh?
that was one of Shizu's recommended names, like on the generator. Sorry,
Horizon?
yeah, it was on there.
It might have been. I don't know. I rolled it like fucking 15 times or something, and it just pulled like a handful of names, and then decided to kind of go with my own, which is like the Japanese word for tranquility. Fun fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go for it.
I thought Pete said something, but I couldn't remember what he said while I was describing all that stuff.
He turns to Horizon and he's like, "Oh, well, you know how to make an entrance." And he kind of like eyes him up and down.
He just like glances over and he's like, "Comes naturally, I guess."
I'll
Where is
say.
Horizon? I think Shizu's like very taken by him. It's a Solarian.
Yeah. But he's like right here, and I just had you kind of like walking through the tables to like glance around and probably end up near the wall so you aren't like hovering over someone's meal or something.
Yeah, just kind of like nonchalantly, like, I'm just here, just surveying the room, just, keeping it safe. Definitely gonna start like matching Horizon wherever he moves, though. Definitely want to engage with him before he departs.
So as he said that, you see Caden, the barkeep, has pulled out a data pad and he's like looking through presumably bounty information. And the gnome like turns to the Rizzler and Alan, and he's like, "Look, I'm not whoever he thinks I am supposed to be. Okay, I just lost my comm unit, and come on, you look like," and he like gives you an up and down. He's like, "Well, you look well armed. Like, help me out. Come on."
Shizu's hearing this from across the room and starts slowly making his way over.
Horizon, after answering you, has like gone back to like looking at the barkeep and is like, "Come on, give me my bounty," and like didn't even pay attention to the gnome talking to you.
Dear,
like there, like on the other side of the gnome.
He's right here.
The Rizzler's going to try and distract the barkeep. Like, I know he's trying to like fumble around and look for it. He's like, "Oh, Caden, was it? Oh, you have to tell me what's in this drink. It is Is this your special? It's lovely."
You can do, I think it could be a deception, so you're just like trying to fake get his attention and distract him.
Yeah, just to open up.
Sorry, bluff. Paid
bluff,
too much
yeah.
fucking 5e.
You're good. Yeah, I think he's just trying to make an opening for somebody else to act with this.
Yeah, so
12.
literally, she's just gonna take this opportunity. Like he was kind of waiting for the. I feel like the Rizzler and
distraction.
Shizu have done like a couple of actions this way, where it's like the Rizzler is just really good at just like everyone, look at me,
Look at
And
me!
Shizu's like perfect, that's awesome. It
Yeah.
just goes and does. Shizu's gonna approach Horizon and try a diplomacy check. Salutations, fellow Solarian traveler. I see that you follow the light. What is your current burden? Or whatever.
You can roll a diplomacy check as well.
I feel like a pickup line for them is like, "What's your orbit?"
Yeah,
Space Captain.
girl, what's your orbit?
Amazing.
So at first, as the Rizzler tries to distract him with the drink, he's just like, no, it's just a thing. But then as soon as Shizu starts talking to Horizon, and Horizon turns away from the half-orc, then he's like, okay, I have a moment. I don't have to like look this up right now. And he's like, yeah, I mean, that's just our basic drink. If you want something that's like actually good, I could get you something better than that.
Oh, I would love that. Would you kindly? And then
Do you have money? He like looks you up and down suspiciously.
do I look like I don't?
You look weird.
I could
Fucked up, dude.
That's fair. I'm a little on the eccentric. Say, do you know your lineage at all? I have a few questions for you.
You mean you want to know
Your
my
genealogy.
dad?
No, I'm talking like ancestral type shit. Ancestral type. Is Temuku a family name of yours at all?
Literally eons ago, Tamuku.
Like,
Whoa,
no, I've never heard of that.
Okay, I must have just read that in one of those old storybooks. I'm so sorry. But yes, I would love that drink. Name your price. I want it.
All right, the most expensive drink in the house, 10 coffer.
Hell yeah.
credits.
As he
My
turns
brain
away.
literally cannot transition from fantasy D&D to fucking
I get it, man.
You're like short-circuiting over here, like, yeah.
As the bartender turns away and while Horizon's attention is focused on Shizu, Rizzler's gonna look at Cecil, wink at him, and kind of like point his head in the other direction for him to just like fucking book it.
Just like
Yeah, I know
raises his
he's
hands that are
bound.
bound, and he's like, "Cut me free."
God, do I have anything to do so?
Does Alan?
Alan has no weapons like that, no knives. You could try and strength check it, which would be difficult. You could
not
shoot it
me.
with your laser
I was gonna
gun.
say,
You could
how
just,
precise do I have to be
Yeah,
with
that
the laser
definitely won't
pistol?
attract attention.
You know?
Yeah, that definitely won't attract the fucking guy who's sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
You could just like try and lift Cecil off the bar and let him like run with his feet, kind of thing. Or has Irvin come back to contribute anything? And I'll get to the conversation with Horizon in a second too.
I feel like it'd be like good plot if like the bathroom was overflowing at the moment, just like there's water coming out, and I just calmly walk out.
What is
Just
happening?
calmly walk out.
Just like opens the door, sneaks out.
Yeah, I think the
walks away
Rizzler
from the bathroom.
will just try to do like a very precise shot so he doesn't shoot Cecil but just gets the
Well,
cuffs.
I might. Is this a knife?
Is this a knife?
A manual
Would this
tool.
be a job for my knife or a tool for my job?
Your manual variety tool. I will say while you don't have a proper knife in it, it's just not because it's like, but you do have some
Oh.
sharp implements.
That's good.
What are these binders
yeah.
made of?
They're-
It's like the police cord, like the one
Okay,
that
yeah,
Shizu
yeah.
has on the thing. So you do
Plastic
kind of like,
Ziploc.
yeah, basically,
Or not Ziploc, what the fuck? Zip tie.
yeah, zip ties.
I think I just see the zip tie and as like a fuck you to a 40, I just start cutting it. My
Lost
bad.
that,
He's
Jesus.
like, no, it shall be bound.
So I'll do the brief conversation with Horizon, then I'm gonna have you do a skill check to do it while he's distracted if he doesn't notice.
I love
I
it.
don't
Okay,
think
so
she's intended to help with a jail breach, by the way. So.
I know.
he just wanted to talk to him.
Yeah,
Ri-
no, he actually was just like, Solarian brother, hello, how are you?
Rizzler saw the opportunity and just fucking rolled with it. He's like, "Up, tension's gone away. Here's my chance."
So he turns he turns over to Shizu and looks you up and down for a second. Do you have your armor turned on?
I have the solar.
Yeah, just the moat, but not the
yeah,
armor.
so- yeah, but like, instantly, it starts like kind of just like, shining and just, pulsating with light as it's like reaching attunement with his.
Yeah,
Because he
he's got
also
the dark
shot-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he's got the
And so
black
they
one.
kind of like start like orbiting each other, like brother.
He looks at it and just kind of gives it a quick smirk and is like, "Nice, well met. What are you doing here?"
Procuring weapons for a transaction. How about you? What is your current burden?
Bounty hunting. Found this gnome trying to escape the law. So
Interesting.
like,
what did
gestures
you
at the barkeep. He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I just collect the bounties. I don't really care what they do." But this guy runs payouts for the house.
Interesting. Shizu will gesture over and also, kind of bring the bartender over after the bartender is done
Yeah,
with the
Double
Making
food
the
and
the expensive drink, yeah.
Barkeep, I'd love to purchase this man a drink.
Horizon just like nods and smirks, like, "Nice, thank you. I'm getting paid and a free drink. It's a great day." And the barkeep's like, "All right, what are we buying him?"
It's not a free drink. It is to the bond of our Solarian
Oh my God.
goals and drive.
Bond of our Stellarian fraternity.
Yes, our fraternity.
Like, well, I'm not quite sure we have the same philosophy, but I'll still
And
toast
how
to
does
that.
it differ? Engages in like intellectual conversation.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
I think it like directly like aligns with the Kasatha as well, who just
Yeah.
like they're like a fucking super old race that loves to just like go around and just like learn shit. They're like very much like philosophers and historians and shit. So it's like other Solarian, yes, please engage with me. I want to know your entire story.
Yeah. It's great. I think it's perfect for him. So he like sits there and waits to get the drink poured. And he takes the glass, and this is when he's like about to go into his spiel when Irvin gets over and starts cutting it. So you can do a sleight of hand check to try and have the Horizon not notice. But I'm gonna give you. This was like a two-pronged distraction, so I'm gonna give you plus 4
Yeah.
to your check.
Shizu once again totally didn't even know that he was assisting in this check.
It's okay. The
Found
Rizzler's
no
a
more, you may think, but
master.
friends between souls, you will find me again, even if on a distant exoplanet on the dust, or just through stardust in the foreign skies.
Is he like whispering this to himself, to like the guy he's
No,
trying
to
marry?
Cecil,
to the guy
for
I'm
sure.
cutting. To the guy I'm cutting.
You're not cutting him, hopefully.
Yeah, Jesus.
Maybe if he puts up the side of the hand.
Just
I
like
don't
in
know.
his ear as I'm cutting through it.
Nice. Horizon is very perceptive, but he is also very distracted and engaged in this free drinking conversation. So he doesn't notice, and the gnome just like jumps down afterwards, glances at the drow, and is like, "Thanks." Just immediately books it, trying to run towards the door and go.
I'd imagine Shizu sees the gnome like hop off the counter and like
Oh, yeah.
just starts to like put stuff together as the gnome starts to run towards the door.
Yeah, I don't know if he like warns Horizon or anything, or he just sees the
think
gnome
so.
running.
Yeah.
He's like, "Your bounty's getting away."
Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe do a perception check and then decide the DC to like, catch the midget in the crowd or whatever.
Oh yeah, you can. See if you know. Oh, yeah, you definitely noticed him.
So notice him, hops off the bar, starts running. As much as I would love to continue this conversation, I believe that your bounty is currently escaping.
Just like turns out like, "What the fuck? God fucking
The
damn it!"
Rizzler turns around. He's like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" And he looks right at Irvon, like,
He's like looks at them.
Barkeep,
Boink.
one drink, please.
On the bar is like, what the fuck, guys?
And also, I think your bathroom's broken.
So you see Horizon just kick open the door and sprint after this fucking gnome who's made it to the street. The barkeep is like, looks down at his data pad and is like, "I don't think that's the right gnome anyway." Whatever. He puts the data pad away. He's like, "You guys were asking me something before he came in."
"Oh yes, we're looking for a man, Taus Jarzid. Are you familiar? We were told to meet him here."
Yeah, he's in the VIP lounge back there here. And he slides you a quick little key card, basically. It's like, flash it at the front and it'll let you in. He's waiting for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and this
And what ley
drink
lines
is
exist here?
divine.
There's like Demacon, which is like the fastest internet provider on the street. Is that what you mean?
Demicon. Thank you, kind soul.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, Rizzler's just like, the fuck?
Can I play with the Riz phone?
I guess-
Do you have games on your phone?
You need
yeah.
to entertain the child.
Hold on. Hold on, Taming. I'm glad you asked because I specifically said it has games on it or something I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to play
Hilarious.
on the Demicon, like net clip, like your ground site.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah,
Holy
I think
shit.
Rizzler just hands it over. He's like, all right, you can't do any damage. I have no shame.
Nice. All right, so you guys head over to the VIP lounge.
Whoa! Wait, how do we get into the VIP lounge?
I rizzed him up.
Right. Yeah, the Rizzler got it. Found out our contacts in the VIP lounge, so the barkeep gave him a key card and sent us over there. And also commented that that's not the right gnome anyway, so he's not gonna
Oh.
get paid.
We did a good
Fuck.
deed.
Maybe we did a good deed, but I feel like Shizu wants to right that wrong. He'll probably have to go after.
Are you
fucking
chasing Horizon
God
too?
Yeah, dude. He wants to like make sure that justice is actually conducted properly.
Oh shit! All right, that's exciting.
God damn it! Damn it! I did. Fuck. Okay, Shizu's gonna go and fucking go on his side quest. Hopefully you guys are gonna do a turmoil.
He just hears that and starts running out. Alan's like, "Where the fuck is he going?"
I have to warn him.
Oh my god.
This is the worst job I've ever taken in my life, and I used to sell stocks.
Don't worry, Alan. Just he'll be back. I'm sure. Let's do our
He's on a
job.
dangerous planet full of drought. He like lowers his voice after a couple people turn to him. He's like, "Should we go get him?"
He'll be fine. He's not gonna get into that much trouble, and if he does, we'll just get a new security officer.
I keep dying in this game. I wish you enjoy my life in the game and outside it.
Try playing.
Turnover rate for this team is insane.
It is. It's abysmal. Also, Irvan.
Finally, 1,000 deaths.
Yes. Try Flight Simulator. Or what's the Penguin Flight Simulator game where you give it like a fucking paraglider?
No, play Motocross XVV 1111111.
Learn to fly too. It's
I love
lovely.
the concept that whatever game Irvin is playing, his objective is not to beat the game, but,
But
it's
to die.
as many times as physically possible in order to. Yeah.
Yep. Have you tried Elden Ring 3? I hear you die a lot in that.
the third one has come out?
Yeah, I like how it's taken thousands and thousands of years, but it's really just 3 of them.
Elden Ring 3, the eldest of rings.
The eldest ring.
Alright, so Shizu runs out and tries to catch up with the Horizon and his target. You see them.
I'll start like asking. Oh, sorry. go
Yeah,
for
no,
it, go for it.
you can see them still because a fight has basically started on the road down just like essentially a block away from the street. A bunch of people have scattered. You see Horizon has reached out and started the black hole power and is like pulling the gnome who's like grabbing
Holy
onto the ground and trying to pull himself away. But there are like 3 images of the gnome, so like 3 of them are being pulled in. You're not sure if it's like illusion magic or technology or what, but the gnome did something to make 3 of him.
Interesting. I'll just try and run up. Horizon, brother, that is not your. That's not your burden. It's the wrong gnome.
He's like reaching out with his thing and was starting to walk forward menacingly with the sword, but stops when he hears you shout that and turns to you. He's like, "What are you talking about? This is the one I just caught."
The barkeeper informed me that he checked the identity and it's not the correct gnome.
You can try diplomacy.
Ooh.
Thank God I put a rank in that.
No kidding. It's really paid off this session.
Nice job.
Yeah. He has made it to the gnome at this point, and you've almost caught up, so you're only like 10 feet away. the gnome got to the center of the gravity thing, and he's like basically at Horizon's feet, and he's just like, yeah, but he said not the right guy. And you see Horizon with his solar blade, or his void blade essentially, flipped down like he was gonna stab the gnome anyway. And, yeah, and he just like lets it fade from his grasp and disappear. Get out of here, it's your lucky day. Turns around, it's like, is that drink still on offer?
It is yet to be drunk. Kind of gestures back towards the bar.
What a waste of fucking time. All right, thanks. And he starts walking back towards the bar with you.
Starts walking, kind of making small talk. So, what is the name of the gnome that you're supposed to be chasing? It's quite obviously not that gentleman.
And he like pulls up his data pad and he's like, I don't have a name, and he just shows you the picture. It looks just like that gnome, except he has different hair color and different eye color. And he's like, I thought he was just dyeing his hair to get out of, being caught.
I would presume that as well, but unfortunately it seems not the case. What leads do you have? I'd love to assist once I finish this job. And continues back to the bar.
I love
So they make...
Amazing.
So we're gonna quit the adventure and just become bounty hunters.
Yeah. Fucking side hustle.
Possibly.
But
I don't know.
That's
Hey
awesome.
man, D&D's whatever you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Chris, you're the one that made him a Solarian. If it wasn't Solarian, Shizu would have been like, matters not to me.
What's funny is you guys avoided originally a combat encounter with him, because if he caught you freeing his thing, he's just gonna turn around and start fucking attacking you. So you like beat the encounter through negotiation and skill checks, and then afterwards you made friends with the guys.
Yeah, dude.
Yep,
Shizu's
fuck.
out to like
In the
fucking
house.
unify all the Solarian, I guess. That's gonna be his
That's
fucking
hilarious.
conquest.
And then the other three enter the VIP lounge, and you see
I
our
walked
context.
into the wall at first.
You walk into the wall?
Yeah, because I'm on my the phone. Then I come.
Oh, because you're playing on the
Very,
phone.
very important clarification. Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean you walked into the wall? You see our drow contact in there?
Oh, hell yeah.
He's on Twinkler. He's on Twinkler.
He 100% is on Twinkler.
Yeah.
100%.
This guy
He
fucking
is
gets it.
lounging, and he's got some drinks and some snacks and stuff at the little table, but he's sitting on the couch, legs crossed with his arms out to either side, taking up the majority of the middle. He's a handsome individual. His outfit is very expensive looking, though it's less like what you might expect from like an official secretary or something like that, and more like the dude just got out from like a party or something.
Yeah, I love this.
And as we
vibe.
step in, he immediately grins wide when he sees our group. He's scanning everyone, and his eyes lock on you, Pete, and he's like, Captain Rizzler, I assume.
Oh, Taos Jarzine, my dear friend. I have a very good feeling this is going to be a great relationship.
I hope nothing more than that. And you look just as fabulous as I thought you would for my dossier.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't get a dossier quite as detailed because you are stunning.
Thank you, thank you.
Shizu's ears begin to like burn, like in resentment. He's like, I gave you a very, very
You're at the
fucking
bar.
dissertation on this guy. You're at the bar. All right, yeah.
Let me flirt in peace.
True. I retract. I retract.
He's like, well, excellent. Yeah, take a seat. Drinks on me. I hope it's to your liking. I'm not sure what you favor in particular, but I tried to cover everything. Your
Alcohol
friends
is my
also are-
favorite.
Good man.
Are there any worms?
No, there are no worms.
I'm not satisfied.
It's like, oh. Yeah.
Don't
you
worry
can sit
about
over there.
him.
He like gestures at the far table or the far chair over there. He's like, play on your phone.
Fucking awesome.
And he looks over to Click and he's like, Ray, right? He's like, no, Alan. Alan. It's like, really? Okay. Alan's, I'll take a drink.
I'm assuming Ray was the last pilot.
Yeah. He is now. The dossier they sent him was outdated.
Dude, okay, we're gonna need to figure out the backstory of what happened to this fucking pilot.
We're just putting pieces together, dude.
Oh,
Okay,
Ray's,
it'll eventually-
wait. Ray's
Oh,
definitely not the name of your previous pilot.
Okay.
So who the fuck's Ray?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Previous
I'm a
engineer.
little worried about Ray.
Okay, so they take a seat, start having some drinks and some snacks.
Everybody loves Ray.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, one more joke.
It's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Raymond show, whatever. Funny
Rain
bit.
show, whatever. Oh my god. Everyone's a critic, huh? Okay, so he's like, I mean, you guys know about the job, right? Do you need me to go over the details or anything?
No, I think we actually got a pretty good rundown. I just know we're taking these fine little this fine shipment out to the what's it called? Near space?
Near space, the planet Voxa.
To Voxa. We're selling them to some hobgoblins. I think that really covers it.
Yeah. This is a sort of ASAP sort of delivery. I don't know. It sounds like there's some sort of emergency going on, so that's why they're paying extra premium to have this delivered right away. So,
Ooh.
and he takes out a data pad and slides it over to you. Like, if you can just sign at the bottom line right there, my people will show up to where you've parked your wonderful ship and begin loading up the cargo for you.
Oh, that is wonderful. And he signs right away, knowing he doesn't have to load fucking berries again. Instant.
Nice. Like, perfect. All right. Well, that went way smoother than I thought it would be. Didn't even have to do any negotiations. So, I mean, you're welcome to just hang out for a while. The loading's going to take a few hours at least.
You know, it probably will. And there's still at least 6 drinks on that counter. So, don't mind if I do. And he just starts fucking relaxing.
Slamming them back.
Ah, what
Yeah.
a glorious death!
You having fun over there, Irvan?
Just overloaded, just fucking
Yeah.
scream.
Jesus.
Alan also just like pounded one of the drinks and was like, if we're going to be just hanging out here for a while, and just like takes out his own phone, starts doing stuff.
Amazing.
Are they still in the VIP lounge or whatever?
Yeah, we're back here.
Chris, how do you want the interaction between Shizu and Horizon to go in terms of bonding, brotherly bonding over stars and shit? Because yeah, it could just be as simple as like, you know, they give each other contact info. It's like, you know, if you ever need help or whatever, let me know. And
Here's my snap. Add me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it could be like, you know, fucking, you know, after this bounty hunter, I'd love to join your team. Or like, how do you want to decide how well the bonding goes?
So, it's probably gonna go well regardless, just because you've passed 2 diplomacy checks at this point. So,
Cool.
at minimum, it's gonna be at least a passable encounter.
Nice, man.
But
I have a fucking Solarian brother with me.
yeah, I'm going to, because we're kind of like at the end of the session anyway, and we just accepted the job and stuff. So this is like a decent sort of
Just
spot
it,
to stop.
totally.
Yeah.
So instead of finishing your conversation with him, we'll pick up next session starting with the conversation, and I'm gonna use this week to fill out
To like think about it
stuff
and
with
like
him. Yeah, and like
build
decide how I
out
want to use them and stuff
Sorry.
like that. So.
It was probably just a fucking like side character, like NPC that we were supposed to kill rather than like a character.
Or encounter.
Yeah,
just
I mean, it has some
once.
stuff where it assumes you're kind of worried about the repercussions because he is apparently a representative of the house that we're like in their city. So it
Yeah.
assumes he lives from the encounter. But yes, it was written under the assumption we beat him up and then we leave. So
Yeah,
it's
but
not
instead
that
it's
much
like,
detail.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I have a dark saber. I love it. Let's talk.
Yeah. So I will figure out something this week and then we'll pick up there.
Thanks.
Hell
for
yeah.
retconning it.
Yeah. No, this is the kind of improv stuff that
Adaptation.
maked it super fun. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all good.
Pog, dude.
We subvert
uh,
your expectations by not being murder hobos. Get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, turns out the Rizzler can talk his way out of most bullshit. Irvin tends to roll like exorbitantly high when it comes to his fucking
Dude.
shenanigans. Shizu always wants to like keep the peace and discipline.
I
One
like it
last-
because. Oh no, go ahead.
Can we just do a skill check of some kind for if I can beat Alan in a video game?
You wanna-
like
Yes.
play Pog or some shit. I
He's
shall
like, there's
defeat you,
no
my enemy.
world you beat me in this game. Look how many times you've died.
I have trained my soul and my mind. You are scared to die. I do not fear it. I live to expect it.
He underestimated the shit out of you and rolled a 4.
Oh my god.
What do I roll?
Computers.
Computers.
50. You have a
Dude, at the
plus.
moment-
You have,
Oh my god, he's smurfing on you!
Hold on. Run it back.
you have a plus 11 on computers.
It's my best skill because I'm a hacker boy.
Fuck.
There
Fuck!
we go. I'm actually trying this time.
30.
Kind of pissed that he lost.
Ah, what the glorious death that was! Glory!
Like, wins on a technicality round 1, round 2, just like literally, it's like a 50-0 lead game. It's like
All right, best of 3.
obliteration.
Oh, dude, it was.
Best of 3, gotta roll it again.
Irvin is like
It-
ecstatic.
It was all right. I know you guys don't watch a lot of
Okay.
LCS, but if you watch Golden Guardians EG today, that's what that game was.
Hilarious.
Just a
Power down, power down,
19-minute
power down.
shit stomp.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much that, like verbatim.
I heard LCS is a dumpster fire this season.
Dude, it's so bad.
Like not 20 ago, dude. Okay, Click was fucking pissed that
Yeah.
he lost that first
He
round.
was so mad, actually.
This is like if you
Like, no, this is my thing, fucker.
it's
Yeah.
like if you challenge somebody to Smash and they're like, oh, it'd be a really fun time, and then you beat them and they weren't expecting it, and they just lean
They're like,
forward. They're
okay,
like,
I'm
fuck
bringing
it.
up- I'm bringing up fucking three
They just
stuff.
stop talking entirely and just lean forward.
That's
And you're
how
like,
I
oh,
get.
shit.
That's how I
Lean
get.
forward, focus down.
100%.
Irvin is just so happy about it.
That's fucking so funny. Okay, so that's what they're doing in the VIP lounge, is just an intense game where like the Riddler just feels the anger emotion coming off from Click. It's like, what the fuck?
He feels the heat from
Oh,
Taos.
yeah.
He feels the heat from the
That would have been very
competition.
good to get rid of the worms. That hate.
Yeah.
It's
My
just the
goodness.
fucking the tension between the two characters, the palpable
Oh yeah.
anger.
Maybe I call back to the miss skill check earlier about the hate emotions, like the
Oh yeah.
when
I like it.
Chris and I were having like we thought if we just had negative emotions, the worms would go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
alright.
I like to oh yeah, just that when you're like, sorry for like throwing a wrench and doing all the different stuff. It's cool because I mean, I don't know the theme of the whole game because I haven't read every part of the adventure because it's too fucking long. But it seems like it's throwing a lot of like moral conundrums at us. Like, do you take
Yeah,
corporate
dude.
greed versus like stuff or whatever? So the fact that we're like kind of a conflicted party about some of it just makes it more interesting. If we were always like, save the good guy every time, or the other way, if we were like, no,
Right.
just money every time, like that would be kind of boring. But right now we're in a nice sweet zone of
Yeah, we
interest.
really are. We're riding a good line.
Totally. I also think that there's like inherent character conflicts that have not come to fruition yet, but could totally fuck shit up. Like, for example, if I, somehow had perceived that they were trying to like break the guy free, Shizu definitely would have like, kind of like, leaned around Horizon and been like, hey, what the fuck are you guys doing? That's his bounty. It instantly, without a second guess.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's almost like happenstance that it hasn't fucked up yet, but it, could be cataclysmic.
Yeah, so the only other thing, because you guys were like, oh, was Ray the pilot's name? I think you might have missed it when we were talking to Tariq at the beginning when she
Yeah.
called him Click, and he was like, oh yeah, and everyone was like, what? We didn't know his nickname was Click. And he's like, Ray, you didn't tell him your name? And he was like, no, and that's when he hung up on her.
His name is Ray, actually.
Oh, his name is
Not Alan.
actually Ray.
About everything. He's lying about everything.
Interesting.
So that was where the other part where you heard. But anyway,
I see.
that's where we'll end. Hopefully you guys had a good time.
Oh yeah,
That was
great session.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Can I retroactively purchase a weapon? Because I'm like looking through the advanced melee weapons and shit. And there's like some cool ones for like repositioning and stuff that Shizu would have loved to have procured at some point.
Yeah, if you can afford it, and just make sure
Alright,
you're
folks.
proficient with advanced melee weapons or whatever, so you can use it.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
'cause
watching.
both of them are by
Another
default, I
wonderful
guess,
session.
proficient at advanced and basic.
I hope
melee
you enjoyed it
weaponry.
because I certainly did.
Nice. You have so many arms, it's hard to fuck it up.
Yeah, I guess.
And sorry, it was pretty loud, huh? Catch you next time. Catch you next week. Next Wednesday, same time, same place. And I'm out of town this weekend, so stream's gonna be a little wonky. We'll see what happens. Bye, you.